In the world of radio shock jocks, the biggest are Opie and Anthony.
These people say shocking things that border on offensive in order to entertain their audience.
I refuse to sit here and think that radio has to be nice. Why? Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony.
Testing 1 2 1 2. Po po boo bo banana nana banana fana fofo fee fi momo po.
Who thought you were dead? The people you were partying with?
Dealers, yeah.
Dealers and stuff, and they just threw him in a dumpster in London.
Well, you know,
and left him there.
I think it's pretty funny. No one wants a dead rock star.
This is where entertainment is going.
I shot my computer. You can't shoot guns in suburbia.
And I fully expected the police to show up.
This is showing responsibility.
Opie and Anthony.
I think worse than having sex with a man would be, as you're kissing one, to feel his man hands holding your head like the sweat of a man hand right on the nape of your neck. This is the worst. The worst show This is the worst show I've ever been on.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
That's palaver. Palavery.
I haven't forgot about that one.
My name is William, and I like fingernail polish.
Fingernail polish.
I'm Mr. Bucket. Toss your balls in my top. I'm Mr. Bucket. Out of my mouth I will pop. I'm Mr. Bucket. We're all gonna run. I'm Mr. Bucket.
Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. The O&A virus spreading across America.
Hi.
The O&A virus spreading across America, but the virus is being cured in a few cities. Oi. Oi,
Is there an inoculation?
I guess they found one in Detroit. I guess they found one in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Phone number 877-212-O&A. I want to say good morning to Boston. We're going to be there, a week from Friday for the Halloween party.
I think you better watch for nooses being hung up on your behalf. I think they're a little angry with you.
Why are they angry with me? They should be angry at Tim Wakefield and his freaking 30-mile-an-hour fastball. His roller coaster, we get it, your roller coaster freaking pitch where the catcher has to go, wait a minute, I got to go get my really big catcher's mitt. I got to catch for Tim Wakefield tonight.
He watched that Bugs Bunny episode where you're able to throw the slow ball.
Right.
And then the batter goes, 1, 2, 3 strikes are out. 1, 2, 3 strikes are out. He takes 3 swings at one pitch.
Well, instead,
Amazing.
It was,
just home runs.
Hit after hit after hit after hit after hit.
Yeah.
How many runs in the fifth inning last night for the Indians? 7?
Oh, my God. Was
7,
it
right?
7?
Knocking Wakefield out because of his stupid topsy-turvy pitch.
Topsy-turvy.
Enough with the stupid freaking
Boston fans must just, tighten up and clench their teeth whenever they see him throw that ball. Because it does look like you're just practice. It's like batting practice. And you're kind of just lobbing the ball in for the guy. I know it's a very tricky pitch to hit at times. But, boy, not last night.
Looks like he's shot putting a pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of lob it in. Hey, if you want to crack this one, go ahead. Give it a hit.
I love the announcers because they have to, make sure you understand that, well, we don't know where this pitch is going to go. Then they got to point out how big the catcher's mitt is, and it's a lot bigger than a standard freaking catcher's mitt.
Yeah,
blah,
because
blah, blah.
That pitch is going all over the place, and blah, blah, blah. We get it.
That's the sound of a Tim Wakefield pitch.
Yeah.
You have to make UFO noises when he pitches.
Here it is going down there. I can't hit it. It's going all over wacky.
Wow, that's unusual. Tim Wakefield decided to throw his 35-mile-an-hour fastball in between 20 knuckleballs. Well, I still say, go Sox, go.
Well, one game away from elimination.
And, lots of instant feedback already. You could get to the instant feedback link or one of them. We're still trying to get all the instant feedback links on onaradio.com. I guess the link on that website actually goes to the K-Rock site here in New York City, and that one we don't check as often. There's a main one for everybody that we check, constantly during the show. And we're trying to link that one up to the onaradio.com website.
How did it miss Foundry?
Brian Kelly, Cleveland. Thank you, Opie, from the Cleveland fans. Keep it up. Boston, oh my God, why did you have to want the Red Sox to win? Why couldn't you just stop watching once the Mets were out, huh? Jesus H. Opie, why?
He's a fan of the Red Sox. And that is why he was rooting for the Red Sox. I see a lot of Cleveland people thanking you. I'm looking at
instant feedback.
I'll talk instant feedback.
Opie, Cleveland loves you. Thank you.
Yeah. Cleveland, you don't seem to understand something here. You really don't seem to grasp the big picture, I like to call it. The big picture. Yes, indeed, Opie is rooting for the Red Sox.
And I'm truly rooting for the Red Sox.
Yeah, this whole thing is just, it's the way it works with Opie. He actually wants the Red Sox to win. It's not like I'll pick them so they lose. It doesn't work that way. He wants them to win.
My dream World Series is the Mets and the Red Sox going at it again.
Of course.
That's my dream. I'm a huge Mets fan. I hate the Yankees.
That is also the dream Red Sox fan pairing because they know you would be rooting for the Mets.
Absolutely.
And it would be over. But what Cleveland doesn't seem to understand is that once they get past this, and defeat Boston because Opie is such a big Boston fan.
Hey, go Sox, go!
Exactly. Do you honestly think Opie is going to root for the Colorado Rockies? So you're not really seeing the big picture of after this series. Opie has no interest in Colorado, in the Rockies, the city of Colorado.
I thought about skiing out
city
there
of Colorado.
Whatever, we understood.
The state of Colorado. He has no interest in it. Now, Cleveland, we've been there, on the air there, as far as I know.
I think we're still on the air. We're going to do a roll call in a few minutes, by the way.
Roll call.
Because just to go off on a quick tangent, we got, I can't get past the thank you from Cleveland. It's coming in like crazy.
Yeah, well, like I said, look at the next step, Cleveland.
Okay.
Because Opie will, with all his passion, be rooting for Cleveland in the World Series.
How do you know? How do I know?
I'm it's not a guarantee, but I just know you, and it's a city you're more familiar with.
I'm not willing to look past my beloved Sox. I'm not looking.
We'll see how that goes.
The Red Sox.
Let's just see how that goes.
I'm not looking past.
What are they playing? Day after tomorrow?
The next game is tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, right? Okay.
I'm not looking past the Red Sox.
Okay.
All right. I still say go Sox, go.
If the Sox,
let's not forget what the Yankees, what happened to the Yankees.
Yeah, I know, and
let's not forget.
It would be an absolute miracle if they could pull it off and do that.
Let's not forget what happened.
I understand, but I'm just saying that if the Sox do lose, and it becomes a Cleveland, Colorado World Series, I would take, I don't even care, rob a bank, put all the money on Colorado, and then when you win, give the money back in a package on the bank's stoop and just say, I'm sorry, I needed this for a few minutes.
So you want people to go for the Rockies?
Yeah. because I feel you are going to be rooting for Cleveland.
I can't look past the Red Sox.
Exactly. And I'm with you all the way on this one. You can't look past the Sox yet.
Opie, Cleveland loves you. Thank you. See,
they still have hope, but why? You don't understand. You're praising the executioner as you're watching an execution, but you're standing on line behind the guy.
Look,
you're the next guy up on the block.
Look, I still got to work out some formulas before I decide anything. What am I saying? The Red Sox are going to win it all. I've been saying that for a while now.
Yes, you have.
Or at least 5 or 6 days now.
You certainly have. Oh.
It is kind of funny to see all the thank yous coming in from Cleveland, the people that do believe in this weird sports curse that I have.
It's amazing. And for the people in Colorado, all the Rockies fans and everything, and just the people, I think, that live in Colorado that don't like baseball but need to sweep their house, buy your brooms now. Because I think brooms are going to be very hard to come by at your local hardware store. Can I get a broom? I have to sweep my kitchen. No, it seems a lot of people are buying brooms to wave in the air at the stadium. It's just...
Well, you did tell everybody to, go with the Eagles over the Jets.
I told people...
If they would have listened to you, they would have won they would have made some nice money.
I told them to just take the kids' college money, the mortgage money, everything, an elderly, infirmed relative's care money. Whatever, and put it on the Eagles. It was such a given, and now Hey, I mean, I hope the Sox...
Why is Boston blaming me? You got to blame Wakefield on that stupid topsy-curvy pitch he throws.
Topsy-curvy.
Whatever the F it is.
It's a dumb pitch is what it is.
It really does suck, the knuckleball.
Knuckleball.
Yeah, he either throws a strike or hits a little kid in the stands. I mean, there's really no in between with that dumb pitch.
There's a happy young fan.
2, 3 strikes, you're out. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out.
Wow. That's what Boston Red Sox fans were hoping for when Wakefield, takes the mound. But that wasn't the case in that fifth inning last night.
Nope. They got the other part of that clip. Dun, 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 dun,
right.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, that's the clip you need, actually.
The conga line.
A little later on, we'll have audio of that fifth inning of Tim Wakefield.
Of course we will.
See, we produce the show as we go here. But it's so stupid. It's like I said, it's either a strike or he knocks popcorn out of the vendor's hand. How can you depend on that crap? Let's say hi to Shane in North Dakota. Shane, what's up?
What's up?
Hey, man.
Yeah, my relationship depends on Opie's bad prediction.
Why is that?
Because my girlfriend's a Red Sox fan.
Oh, okay. Does she wear a cute pink Red Sox hat?
Yes, and it sucks.
All right.
Thanks, Ope.
All right, man. Hang in there.
All right.
I don't want people mad at me. This is really what I want to happen. I want the Red Sox now that the Phillies are out. And before the Phillies, I wanted the Mets. It's just how it goes.
Why is this trucker saying don't mess with...
What are you
I don't think this Frank the trucker understands your curse.
Yeah, Frank, what's up?
Frank, problem?
Yeah, I got a problem. Don't you mess with my Rockies.
What would make you think he's going to mess with your Rockies?
Well, you're a horrible picker.
I would say I'm a great picker if you know how to, play with.
You know how to bet with them.
If you know how to play with the bookers.
Well, I don't know.
Who's not to say that I'm making a bloody fortune behind the scenes? Because I have some whacked out ESP thing happening.
Bloody fortune.
I'm just predicting. I think, in my opinion, I don't know because he's still, pulling for a Boston. I don't know what's going to happen after that, but I tend to think he's going to go with a city he's more familiar with.
Cleveland loves you, Opie.
Look, man, I can't look past the Red Sox. I got to be rooting for them. I got to be staying up late. I got to be watching every pitch.
It's done so well. I don't think you should stop. I think you should really pull for him.
I'm pulling for the Red Sox. I've been saying that for almost a week now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, go Sox, go, but then go Cleveland, go.
Go Sox, go. That's all I'm saying.
Go
today.
Sox, go. Is it time to break out the old bloody ankle Is that it? Wasn't that good luck?
And rumor has it was paint.
It was paint.
It was red paint.
Lying
or
sack.
ketchup or something.
Why was it to make himself look weaker?
To make it all sympathetic and really rally everybody.
I don't know. There's some rumors out there.
Of course he was lying. That was nothing.
They're talking about Kurt Schilling, obviously, pitching with a bloody ankle.
With his bloody ankle.
I don't know. I think that's some crap that other cities are making up there.
New York.
Go Sox, go! Yeah, exactly.
New York made it up.
Some other cities. I don't acknowledge the Yankees on this radio show ever. Mm-hmm. I'm not one of these dopey New Yorkers. As soon as their team is out, they jump on the other New York team. That always used to piss me off. I used to see people that you would see out and about wearing their Mets hat, and then the Mets would get knocked out, and all of a sudden the same person is wearing a Yankee hat. I'm like, what are you doing?
Just spin it around.
Do you have any pride, man?
Have some pride.
The only teams that
boys at IBM are counting on you.
The only teams in New York that are hardcore fans where they don't jump on the bandwagon is like hockey. Ranger fans and Islander fans truly hate each other.
Yeah.
Truly hate each other. But there are a lot of Met fans, and I think a lot of Yankee fans as well, but it's worked in the Yankees' favor for the most part, that as soon as one of those teams is out, they start rooting for the other one.
Has there been a wacky hat made yet where it's
half Yankee?
You cut it in the middle and sew together a Yankees and a Mets hat so you could just spin it around?
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, Brooklyn Ace is not going to let me slide on my whole ESP thing. Yes, Brooklyn Ace.
Yeah, you're making a fortune on your ESP. How's your Citadel doing?
Ouch. Well, sir, he was rooting for that. He was certainly rooting for that one to go up.
By the way, the Sports Curse also covers stocks.
Stock market.
My freaking portfolio is just a disaster. I got into a drug company because they were going to solve breast cancer.
Yes, sure they were.
And I bought shares at $4. I bought shares at $11. That stock is now at 90 cents.
Nice.
And let me just put it this way. You know how Anthony likes to gamble and plays a lot of money per hand? Well,
sure.
Well, I was all in on this stock.
You were playing a lot.
All in. I am so down on this stock I can't even tell you.
Why couldn't we get in on that Google IPO?
Right.
When it was like $85.
Right. I got Dell at what was it, 40 something? I think it's in the high 20s. I don't even check that one.
No, when did you get Dell at 40-something?
Years ago.
Years.
I got in at like 40-something. It's now in the 20s.
Yep.
Wait, Dell went down in all those years?
Oh, my God, yeah.
Yeah, it never rebounded. He bought it during the big tech boom.
Yeah, because, that was the smart thing to do,
yeah,
obviously.
Buy high, sell, never.
And then we had the Citadel, of course, IPO that we got in at 18, I think.
Yeah.
And it's hovering around $4. And that one, you want to talk about all in. Wow.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow.
Whoa.
What I could buy with that money if I could have it back.
This is a biggie.
Oh, wow.
You'll need the old Billy Baru.
Oh, wow.
And maybe it'll go up, though, with all these Imus rumors and stuff. Maybe it'll...
And no matter what news comes out, it doesn't seem to go up. It just seems to go down.
Yeah, Jimmy, that's what I thought every time there was a good announcement for Citadel.
The IPO is $19. $19 a share to get in on that ground floor, hoping it was going to go up.
Yeah.
And it's down to, last I looked, it was 4 and change.
That's great.
Just around 4, I think.
Just around 4.
It's right where we want it to be.
Exactly. Now, you know what I call this? Buying opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great buy.
See, that's my problem. I really think it is a buying opportunity, but I don't have the balls to jump back in now. I'm in still, but I mean to throw a little more at it. Yeah, but if we buy at 4, it goes up a little bit, then it'll help the other side, where we're losing our shirts.
Will it? When it goes to 2?
Yeah, well.
I don't know. We're going to have to sit down with Fareed.
Let's say hi to...
as shareholders.
Let's say hi to Steve in Brooklyn. Steve.
Hey, Steve.
You make me completely sick. You are the most disgustingest person. You want to preach about, this team, that team. How about just staying faithful to the National League and being quiet?
Look, it's just, what I feel, man. Oh, here it is. Yeah, we got audio of Tim Wakefield's 5th inning last night as he's throwing that topsy-curvy freaking roller coaster ball.
Roller coaster.
Here's the highlights of the fifth inning for everybody. You know, I really think we might have to, like, really seriously look at this CD player because it's really effing
annoying.
Up the radio show. Timing's everything on this show. Didn't they, like, replace that, too?
Yeah.
I think they replaced that and still giving us problems. And any day now we'll give you the fifth inning. I'm sweating in here. It's a bit uncomfortable. All right, let's try this CD player because, you know, timing's everything, so I'm sure this will be just as funny as it would have been a minute ago. Here's Tim Wakefield in the fifth inning.
What happened? What happened? They just kept hitting it.
Yeah, there you go.
He doesn't even wind up when he throws a pitch. Those stupid knuckleballers. There's no like real wind up and harumph to it. They just kind of step back a little and then step forward. What are you doing? You bowling? Stupid.
I would bet a lot of money. I think my how old is he now? I guess he's 9. My nephew JD could throw faster than Tim Wakefield, and he's 9.
Yeah,
he's pretty good at baseball, and he's pitching. And I bet you he could throw faster than Tim Wakefield.
Tim Wakefield's all about that tricky, I'm going to trick you. I'm going to throw it so slow, and it's going to turn you, and he go... It's up, it's down. Look, it's going up. Wait, no. We went down. Oh. Whoa, what are you swinging at? Wacky.
And people are surprised that my nephew could throw really fast. Well, look, my sister's raising a super kid. It's linger longer.
Is it
what
true?
Can I tell you? Huh?
Is it true that you're for raising super kids?
I think everyone should raise a super kid. Yes, absolutely.
Wait, who would want a super kid? It's stupid.
All right.
Everybody would.
Hey, I got to tell you, Coke Logic is on the same page as us. I want to give him the credit that he's starting a new bit, but actually it's kind of weird. Ant and I were talking about the exact same thing in the office before he got in here today.
Yeah.
He checked to see if we were still on WCKG in Chicago.
Uh-huh.
So it's a new bit. It's called O&A Road Call.
Roll call.
Roll call, right.
Road call, 57th Street.
Sorry, yes, roll call. Because what happened a couple weeks ago, we did a show assuming we were on in Detroit and Pittsburgh, and then we found out we felt like the biggest asses because this company decided to leave us in the dark. And we found out after the fact that they took us off Detroit and Pittsburgh. They turned the Detroit station into an all-sports station, and Pittsburgh went back to some stupid format that I guess worked back in the day.
They changed the formats, and then, we don't fit anymore.
And that was embarrassing because that day was the big Detroit-Pittsburgh extravaganza show that we had promised for so long.
I know.
It was kind of embarrassing because that morning we were actually like giving Pittsburgh props, like, hey, we haven't talked to Pittsburgh in a while. What's up, Pittsburgh? How are you?
They weren't hearing.
And they weren't hearing.
No.
So Coke Logic, on the instant feedback, he goes, yep, you're still on WCKG this morning. So we're going to do a O&A roll call. So we know we're still broadcasting on WCKG in Chicago.
Yeah.
And I think the listeners could have fun with betting which freaking station is going to drop us next.
Yep.
So we want to hear from all the cities. Are we being heard on BCN right now? Are we being heard on YSP in Chicago?
We need a roll call.
YSP in Philly.
I said Philly. Chicago, yeah. In Philly,
West
sorry.
Palm.
That stupid freaking fifth inning. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, if you haven't figured that out yet. Yeah, West Palm. I mean, odds are that we're going to be out in West Palm Beach or Chicago in the very near future.
Yeah.
But don't count Philly out, man. I mean, they're trying hard to get rid of this show. So they could be the one. They could come from behind and be the next freaking station that drops the Opie and Anthony show. There's something really weird going on in Philly. We don't understand it. I talked to somebody from corporate yesterday, and they're not saying that we're going to be gone, but they weren't saying that we're going to be around much longer. And I'm looking at the latest ratings. Preston and Steve's still kicking our ass, but we're making some fine movement.
Yeah, it was very nice, as a matter of fact.
But, a good sign is the fact they got a new PD that has decided not to communicate with us, even though he said he would.
That's never good.
That's never good. And what happens in radio, you get a new PD and they want to bring in all their own people in there so they can take, complete credit for the success of a radio station. So something's going on in
have
Philly.
More power over them.
And we would hate to lose Philly. I'll be completely honest with you. We do not want to go off YSP whatsoever. Some of these other stations, it's part of the game. We understand when you syndicate a radio show, some are going to stick and some aren't.
Yep.
We understand that. That's why we don't get completely freaked out. But if we're off the air in Boston or off the air in Philly, that's really, really going to be a bummer.
Yeah, that's definitely a bummer, man. Don't want that happening.
But something's going on with YSP and the Opie and Anthony show. I don't really feel the support I used to, feel for this show, and I don't know. And we're kind of in the dark because no one's really communicating with us down there. So I truly, I've been doing radio since I was 18. I truly believe they're looking to go in another direction. I believe that with all my heart, which is really frustrating because Detroit, we had horrific ratings. The show never really took off in Detroit for whatever reason. Okay, but Philly, we're showing some nice growth. So that'll be really tough to deal with if we're kicked off the air in Philly.
Yeah,
then we'll just have to find another station.
Traction,
We know we have a ton of listeners down there. We know. We sold close to 10,000 tickets for Opie and Anthony comedy show. Let me tell you something. Preston and Steve are not selling 10,000 tickets for a Preston and Steve comedy show. I know for a fact we have more listeners in Philly than Preston and Steve. And people would say, what?
Huh? What?
But something that we don't really acknowledge much on this side of the show, we have a massive audience on satellite in Philly. And a pretty good audience on YSP.
Yep.
You put the two together, it's not even close. But it doesn't work that way, unfortunately, because we're working for two separate companies that don't want to really acknowledge the other one whatsoever. So.
We're very we're kind of ahead of our time as far as that's concerned. They don't really look at the two mediums and put it together and then realize how many people you're talking to.
XM and CBS, they don't like to look at each other in the hall. They just kind of both walk by.
Yeah.
And I sat down with a sales guy and he said to me, well, maybe there's a way to take those extra listeners and get advertising dollars to
and hit your head on the desk when you're not out.
Well, no, but they've just raised that point, though. The bottom line is that people want more bang for their buck. If they're going to spend on maybe if there's a way to incorporate both audiences and get them all on the same page, that this way we could take like certain contests and just the advertising dollars could be better.
All right, so good news. We're still on in Chicago, but I guess Sean didn't hear that. Sean from Chicago, what's up?
Yeah, just letting y'all know you're still alive and good here.
All right, on WCKG?
Yes.
Oh.
You might want to start figuring out another way to get the Opie and Anthony show in Chicago. I'm going to be honest with you.
Can we be like the big...
I've seen many different variations of the fresh logo for Chicago.
Boy. Great. I want to be like big-headed Rocky Dennis. Get us a map.
Yeah, get us a map.
And I want to pull pins out as we lose markets until I go to sleep and suffocate on my big fat head.
All right, we're still on in Chicago. See, there's some listeners checking in from Chicago. All right, thank you, Sean. A check for Chicago. Brad, Grand Rapids.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Yeah, you're definitely on in the little old town of Grand Rapids, that's for sure.
All right, WKLQ still has the Opie and Anthony show on. That's very good news. Good. We like Grand Rapids. Hey, here's Philly checking in. Charlie, Philly, listening on YSP.
Opie.
What's up?
Hey, Opie, Anthony, Jimmy, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Hey, I just want to let you guys know, still on in YSP, even though Robin, and they're getting kicked off of YSP, and Kid Chris is taking her show.
Is Howard reporting that too now?
Oh, he reported it yesterday, apparently, and Kid Chris played a little bit of that clip, and it pissed Chris off big time. Pissed him off, because he don't want the morning slot.
Kid Chris is a friend of ours as well, which is kind of strange because, he's also friends with Howard, but it just works. We are friends with Kid Chris. He wants mornings. Every radio guy wants mornings.
I don't know why you'd want mornings. Oof, especially if you're doing afternoons. Afternoons rule.
Yeah, it's a nice...
As far as the lifestyle goes.
It is a nice time slot. Oh, here it is. Howard said that their old station, K-Rock, is still in the toilet. He said that CBS fired Opie and Anthony years ago and then hired them back and put them on in the mornings. He said that they're second to last in the morning ratings. That's so not effing true, but, you know, Howard says what he wants, and then people believe it for whatever reason. By the way, no one heard this, Howard.
Yeah,
I guess
exactly.
We're doing you a favor today.
You have to read it from somewhere.
Howard said that those guys... I swear to God, I had no idea this was said. And he's talking about us. In the old days when Howard talked about us, I knew right away because people were actually hearing what he had to say.
Yeah.
But I had no idea Howard said this yesterday. No clue. I have to read it off a blog. Some blogger put this up, and we're reading it on a blog. Not because Howard broadcasted this to a ton of people and it got back to us.
I heard even the people that were listening didn't hear it because they couldn't understand it with his dentures flapping around in his mouth. Old Mr. Ed Teeth.
Howard said that those guys claim that they make more money for XM than he does for Sirius, but he finds that hard to believe. Oh, my God. You want to play that card? Howard, you want to play that? We make way more money for XM than you make for Sirius.
As far as salary goes, we make crap.
No, I'm not even talking about that. We're way more profitable as a radio show on satellite radio than Howard. Do you want to argue that point, Howard? They're stuck with a $100 million contract every year, you dope.
It's kind of like what I was talking about. I was saying we make like crap compared to what Howard makes. So if you take what Howard makes and what we make, we could be losing money for the company, which we're not. We're making money for them.
Right.
We could be losing money and still be outperforming him financially because they're paying him so much money. So don't even try.
It's amazing that he just spews this crap and people believe him. It's not even close. We're a much better deal for XM than Howard is for Sirius. One of the main reasons they have to freaking merge. The business plan is a train wreck because they're paying him $100 million a year. Oh, trust me, we want that contract, and every guy in radio does. And God,
who wouldn't?
God bless him for getting it. But to say that Howard said that those guys claim that they make more money for XM than he does for Sirius, that is absolutely a fact.
Yeah, it is.
An absolute fact if you factor in everything. Our contract's nowhere near his.
No disputing that.
That $100 million a year is killing the company in the end. And then he continues, they don't get any listeners and they don't have any ratings on regular radio. Howard said that Z100 is the top morning show and Opie and Anthony have been taking off a bunch of his old stations. True. When Howard was in syndication, he was taking off a bunch of stations. It's just the nature of freaking syndication. But every time he lost a station, he didn't acknowledge it, which maybe is smart business. I don't know. We like to try to, tell it like it is here, which might be dumb on our part. I don't know. They may be taking them off in Philly so they could put Kid Chris on in the mornings there because he's actually got ratings. Yeah, Kid Chris got ratings, and so do we. And they're very comparable, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Our ratings and Kid Chris's ratings on YSP are very comparable.
Yeah.
Oh, he's such a douche.
He's trying the old divide and conquer thing, but no one's listening to divide.
All right. We have to take a break.
Oh,
We're late.
yeah.
But Andrea from Pennsylvania. What's up, Andrea?
Hi.
Hey.
I am a new listener. I love you guys.
Thank you.
I listen on YSP for half my trip because I listen to K-Rock on the other half, but I'm totally bummed out that you guys might not be on the station anymore.
Well,
be awake in the morning.
I had a long conversation with someone from corporate yesterday, and it's not looking good. They didn't say that we are getting kicked off, but they weren't willing to commit that we're going to continue, in the new year. So I don't know where it's at. I know the PD has decided not to communicate with us. I know we had a really nice dinner with David, the GM down there, but I guess that was just, I don't know. I don't know what that was.
If you don't hear from somebody, then you just don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And there's a lot of rumors out there. There's a lot of buzz, and it's not looking good. I'm not going to lie to you. And it's frustrating because our ratings are going up month after month down there. So we have a long ways to.
Very sad.
All right. I mean, the problem is Preston and Steve they have a massive lead, and we're moving up, but I guess we're not moving up fast enough for their taste. Thank you, Andrea.
Bye.
I would love to talk about it more, but we do have to take a break.
Yes.
Panicking.
Huh?
Dan is panicking.
I know.
Yeah.
We're really late today. We rarely go this late on our first break, but we'll figure it out. Hey, don't forget, another chance to win $1,000 today.
Right.
You have to listen for, I forgot what sound we're playing.
I know what it is.
Oh, you got it?
Of course I do.
When you hear this sound between 7 and 7:30.
All right.
The bellowing sea animal.
Yes.
This sound?
It is this sound.
There you
Could
go.
just be once.
Yeah, it'll be once, but one more time. When you hear that between 7 and 7:30, if you're the 10th caller at 877-212-O&A, you're going to win $1,000. It's Opie and Anthony. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Let's go to Tim in Tucson. Tim, what's up, buddy?
Not much, man.
Can you hear us?
We lost you. We lost you guys for a while out here.
What do you mean?
They delayed. They had you on delay from 6 to 9, but then over the summer they lost you. They took you off, I think, and then they finally moved you to 3 to 6.
Tucson, Arizona.
We were on there?
Are we still on in Tucson, Arizona?
Yes.
Okay, good news.
So we should say good afternoon to them?
We should say, I think we should say hello, Tucson. I had no idea we were on in Tucson.
Wasn't that where Imus was listening to the show?
Yeah.
When he was out there?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Actually, that's the station Imus, I believe, listens on. Yeah. All right, thank you, Tim. We're still on in Tucson. Vanessa in Maine, what's up?
Hey, I just want to let you guys know you're still on in Maine.
Still on in...
Huh? They did a reformat on 93.9 a couple months ago, but they kept you guys, and I don't know what they play on the station.
Hey, look at that.
For you guys,
And we got 2 stations in Portland, Maine we're still on.
2?
Yeah. This show's so great, we're the morning show for 2 stations.
Who cares about Philly and Boston? If we got 2 in Maine and New York, that's all we need.
Let's go to Chris in Connecticut. Chris, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
First, I used to listen to you on XM, and unfortunately, I couldn't afford it anymore.
Yep.
So I started searching around the channels one day, and I found 99.7. I think it's a Boston station, and I'm in, like, southeast Connecticut, and I pick up you guys, so I love it now that, like I said, I couldn't afford XM.
99.7 is Providence. So we're still on in Providence. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Those guys in Providence are really, really cool. We met them at one of the virus shows. They were really motivated about the show. So, hey, all right, thank you, sir. All right, we'll keep taking roll call calls, but it's also Wake Up Your Spouse Wednesday.
It is one of my favorite days of the week.
Absolutely. Last week we had the cat on the face. That was
the cat on the face.
Well, do we have that? Yeah.
God, I wish people out there could
hold
see
on, Dan.
Eric's run that he just did to grab something. That's the worst run I've ever seen anybody do. It was just a fat man's gait.
Just in case you weren't listening last week when we did Wake Up Your Spouse Wednesday, this was the best one from last week. Yeah, we got Jesse from Pennsylvania. He's going to wake up his wife by using a part of the cat.
Of the cat, yeah.
A part of the cat you would not want on your face.
A stinky part.
There you go. Let's go, Jesse. It's Wake Up Your Spouse Wednesday. We haven't had a new one yet this week.
Get the phone right near her.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Here we go.
Yeah.
Ew! Ew! Why would you do that?
Say hi. Why are you kicking me?
Ew. Why would you do that?
We got another great one.
Ew. Why would you do that?
Say hi to O&A. No? Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. There you go. That's from last week. Let's try to get a new one today. We got Dan in Louisiana.
Oh, this one's going to be a little tricky.
On the Opie and Anthony Show. Dan, you got to be careful with how you describe what you're doing.
How you describe this.
Okay, I got you. I'll be careful.
Okay.
Good morning, sirs.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to just gently poke my girlfriend's...
Oh, whoa. Hey, Dan, when we start saying whoa, that's like a stop sign. And if you continue, you're going to get hit by a Mack truck.
Yeah, here's what you're gonna do. Let's just put it this way. You know, when you wake someone up, you sometimes take your pointer finger and you poke them. You go, hey, wake up. He's gonna do the same thing, only he's gonna poke in a very precarious place.
That's right.
Yeah, and he should probably make sure his hands are clean afterwards if you're going to be eating anything.
There you go. Anthony is brilliant.
I try.
All right, Dan, it's time to wake up your spouse, or in this case, wake up your wife.
Okay, I'm making my way down to the other end. I'm going to give you a 3, 2, 1 before contact.
All right, be quiet, though, and put the phone near her mouth so we hear what she's saying.
She must sleep in a really weird way.
Really?
It's on speakerphone.
Okay, shh. Here we go. Waiting.
3, 2, 1.
Man, what the fuck?
Ooh.
Well, sometimes you get radio gold, and sometimes it's just funny for the radio host because they got to dump out.
She said a naughty, or actually she was just doing E-Rock's bit.
Yeah.
I think, what the F?
Yeah, she was doing a what the F. All you heard was her go, Dan, what the F? What's going on, Dan?
Oh, not a whole lot. I'm getting ready to go to work.
All right. What is she doing now?
Well, she's smiling because she realizes she's on the radio show. I told her about 2 weeks ago that I was up to this.
Oh, okay.
Her listen to the show. She don't get up early enough.
There you go. You could really wake her up now just by using, well, you know, it's got a name for it.
Right.
There's a name for it we can't say anymore.
Picture making like a little Captain Morgan's mustache.
That'll get her out of bed.
All right. Thank you, Dan.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Well, sometimes they work out real well, and other times we have to describe what happened. But her reaction was awesome, but she cursed. So maybe we can clean it up and play it after the break. We could just beep that part out. Ian in Chicago, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Ian?
Hey, man.
Hey, Ian.
I don't think you guys are going anywhere from CKG.
That's terrible. I'm sorry. That's terrible. I'm sorry. That's terrible. I'm sorry.
Did you see that jerk?
Oh, really, Ian? I hope you're not a betting man.
Hello, exactly.
Yeah, hello, exactly.
Really? Why do you think that, Ian?
Because CKG is like a classic rock thing, and if they put Fresh on, there'd be chaos here in Chicago.
What do you mean chaos? What kind of chaos would there be in Chicago?
Yeah. Chaos.
Would people take to the streets?
I don't know about all that. Probably about as much as there has since Al Sharpton showed up to town.
I think chaos. Well, when Al Sharpton came to town, I think he had 12 people. So 12 people is chaos.
Really?
Al Sharpton could really rally the troop.
Yeah. All right, Ian. Well, I hope you're right there. You don't think we're going anywhere in Chicago, right?
I hope not. I think it took a while for Howard to get on here, and I think it's taking the same time,
Ian, I hope you're right. All right, thank you, Ian.
Don't choke!
I figured we should just make a game out of this because it's either going to be West Palm Beach or Chicago next. I honestly think it's going to be Chicago that we lose before West Palm Beach. And we thought we were losing West Palm Beach a year ago. But they're still searching for their next morning show, so we're just a placeholder.
Does anybody remember last night?
That makes you feel good
Yes.
when you're doing radio, that you're just a placeholder until they find another morning show.
Yeah.
From some city you've never heard of before. Let's say hi to Tom in Philly. Tom, what's up?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey
Love
there,
you guys
Tom.
in Philly.
Hey, thanks, Tom.
Don't go anywhere, and I just love listening to you guys in the morning. Do not leave us in Philly, please.
It's not up to us. Something is amiss. Something is going on at YSP, and we're pretty much out of the loop, which is really frustrating. Really frustrating because we know we got an audience down there. We have no doubt in our minds.
We love you guys in Philly. Tear those pigs up today after 7, would you?
All right, thank you, sir. Let's go to Matt in Pennsylvania. Matt, what's up?
Hey, you're still on the edge in Buffalo.
Okay, we're doing roll call. That's good to know. Hey, Buffalo, what's up?
We're still recovering from the big virus tour this summer, but, we're...
Hey, man, that wasn't our fault. We wanted to go to Buffalo with the comedy show, but for some reason it didn't work out. We figured we'd get a little action from Rochester, a little action from Toronto, and a little action from Cleveland. We thought Buffalo would have been perfect this summer.
This is like War Games when they thought the nukes went off and got the calls from the various cities. We're still here, sir. We're still here.
Hello.
Sure.
Joshua.
Joshua.
All right, thank you.
Stupid computer learns and teaches them a lesson. How stupid. And don't forget to wear condoms. All right, we got it. Thank God for Joshua.
Joshua rules.
All right, we got to take another break. We got to catch up. But when we get back, when we get back, if you haven't heard Ellen DeGeneres crying yet, do you know why she was crying, Jimmy? You found out?
I think I know.
All right, don't give it away if you do.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure, really?
It had something to do with, like, she had a dream that there was a penis on her pillow.
That probably would get her to shed tears, yes.
It's terrific. And we'll get into it after the break because we were watching it on TV yesterday while we were still doing our radio show, and I'm like, wow, something really, really bad happened to Ellen DeGeneres. And then when I found out what she was crying over, I'm like, wow.
Thought it was the big casino or something.
Or someone close. Well, we'll get into it after the break.
Yeah.
And then Trump going after Angelina Jolie is pretty funny, man. You know, he's going after all the tough targets these days. All the real tough ones.
Yeah.
And we have a nice little article from Vanity Fair to shut a certain broadcaster up. We'll do that next as well. It's Opie and Anthony. We have lots going on today. Phones are lit. Yep. All right, we'll make this really fast. Chris in Syracuse. What's up, Chris?
Hey, Hope.
Hey.
Just wanted to tell you that you're still on over here in Syracuse.
Yeah, I think we'll be on in Syracuse for a while. Syracuse really digging the show, and they get the show, and they're working the show, and that's all we want from the local people.
Yeah.
Just get the show and have some passion and work it as much as possible. Thank you, Chris. Let's say hi to Ryan in Chicago. We already took care of the Chicago situation. What's up, Ryan?
No, Steve, check it out, bud. I haven't heard anybody call from West Palm Beach yet. What's going on with that?
I haven't heard anyone either, man.
That's true.
Is today the day they got rid of... Oh, you keep talking.
You know what it is?
Well, check it out, bud. I've been listening to you guys for quite some time. I used to live up in Maine. I listened to you guys for a long time on 93.9.
Yeah.
I'm back in Chicago now. I'm a house DJ. I come home every morning. I just throw your show on. I basically pass out to it. You guys are funny as hell.
Thank you.
And I'll be listening to you guys for as long as you guys are on the air here.
All right, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. All right, let's go to Linda in New York. Linda, what's up?
I'm waiting for the sounder.
What, Linda?
There's a sounder.
You're waiting for what?
The sounder went, and I win money if I'm the correct number caller.
The sounder?
You're listening. I'm a little confused. Help me out here. What's going on with you?
There's a little crazy little noise.
Yep.
And I'm going to win $1,000 if I'm the correct number caller.
Correct number caller.
Have you heard this crazy little noise yet?
I thought I did at 7 o'clock. It was little, and I'm not positive, so I dialed the number.
Well,
And I got through.
Yeah, you got through all right. Because no one listens to the show, so it's easy to get through.
I was wrong.
What's the sound you're listening for?
It's like a fast little, short little.
According to the listener, it's the same sound every day.
I know.
It's like, is it? I think the sound is. What? That was.
We are picking some weird things.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wait. What's the sound that everyone needs to listen for there, Linda? Help everybody out. Be a team player. What's the sound?
It's a fast, short little. Oh, God.
How long have you been listening to the Opie and Anthony show?
I'm on and off. I'm going to be honest. I do. I go back and forth.
Mostly
I switch to hell, but I love 92.3 K-Rock.
God, why do you put so many jerks in the world at the same time?
Listen, I went to see you guys when you did the B.B. King special. Remember with Paul McCartney? And there had a lot of the DJs were at that. Your DJs.
Maybe you were listening to classic rock that really rocks.
What?
No, Bo, I'm telling you, I go up and down the dial.
Wait. No, I got to get to the bottom of this. I can't let that go.
I kind of like her now.
What are you talking about?
I kind of like her.
To go up and down the dial.
No, what are you talking about with the Paul McCartney thing?
Yeah.
It was a thing of Paul McCartney.
Oh.
It was at B.B. King.
Paul McCartney at B.B. King's, and that's where you met us?
At the thing. It was the
Wait.
promotion for his album.
Yeah, and that's where you met. Wait. And that's where you. Jesus Christ! Could you listen to me for a second? Is that where you? That's where you met us?
McCartney.
I didn't see you guys there. There were others.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love that. It's like I'm a big fan of your music, not yours. The genre,
right?
That's like that Spinal Tap moment,
right?
I'm a big fan of your music, not yours.
Well, Linda, what do you know about the Opie and Anthony show?
Oh goodness, God! You guys are on every morning.
Wow.
What else do you know that lets us?
This is why we're doing the contest, by the way. You're bringing in a ton of new people.
Yeah, I know.
And hopefully some of these people will stay with us.
Some of them stick.
I have a feeling that Linda, the prize pig, will not be staying with us.
I'm a loyal thing to your website. That I will tell you.
Yeah, to the website?
K-Rock every day.
You're on K-Rock every day.
Station we're broadcasting from here in New York, yes.
What do you do on the website, Joan Rivers?
I look for the contests.
For the contests.
I look for all the, things that are being offered by the radio station.
Well, what are the odds, Linda? Because
I happen to see this.
Hold on. Let me walk. All right, I get it.
She will not shut up.
I want to walk. Hold on. I want to walk through this a little bit, okay? So you started listening to our show because of the contest, obviously. You've been listening maybe a week at this point?
No, I've gone on and off with it. Like I said.
All right, what are the odds that after we give away $1,000 every day for the next, I think, month, what are the odds that you'll continue listening to the Opie and Anthony show?
I made sure today I was going to make sure I listened to it.
Dude, here it is, too. She doesn't mean she listens to us. I know it. She means she listens to the station.
Right.
See, she's under the impression that each show doesn't care as long as you listen to the station.
Yeah.
Like, we want people to listen to this program.
Yeah.
Of course, we want people to carry on and listen to the station also.
After us.
After us. But, like, to us, the most important thing is... Well, we're on the air. So now, Linda, do you listen to the Opie and Anthony show?
Truthfully?
Yeah.
Every day? No.
When was the last time you listened to... When was the last... Oh, God, do I want to curse.
I'm going to say the truth.
When was the last...
You listened to anything?
When was the last time...
you listen to anything? Go, Jim.
This is, I swear, I'd be in prison. I'd be in prison for shooting my wife if this was my wife. Linda, listen to me. Don't talk, okay? When was the last time... Oh, my God. When was the last time... When was the last time you listened to the Opie and Anthony show?
It's not all the time.
Okay,
well, I know it's not all the time.
Really not. No.
But when was the last time you listened?
Linda, have you ever used the phone apparatus before? She's just talking into the ear part.
Oh, that woman got a mouth like an outboard motor. All the time. Put, 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 put. Nutty as a fruitcake.
Now you shut up, of course.
Oh, my God, is right.
Unbelievable.
Well,
Linda, you don't seem to know how to converse with people. You just keep talking and talking. Do people tell you that?
I deserve a prize.
How old a gal are you?
Oh, I got a prize for you.
How old a gal are you?
Mouth.
How old?
I'm here.
How old a gal are you?
Why do I have to tell you my age?
We're just curious. No one knows who you are. Don't worry about it.
Am I still on the air now?
Yes. Yeah. Just don't worry about it. How old are you?
I'm 53.
So she's not really, you don't really fall into that we call demo of the Opie and Anthony show.
When did your husband leave you?
Yeah. How many years ago?
How many years ago?
And actually, we're married too long. But come on, guys, don't I get a prize?
All right, listen, we haven't...
Steve from Bayshore says it sounds like Linda's been working on stripping asbestos without a mask. She does have that.
Good.
You smoke a lot?
That's my throat for my job. I do promotions for the newspaper on Staten Island.
Staten Island.
You know, usually these prize pigs really, really piss me off. Linda is kind of turning
I just
around
hope nobody else is listening to this.
Linda's so awful that you can't not like her.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're circular. You're so terrible that we like you.
Yeah.
Come
So that means that
back
makes
around.
noise.
All right, listen, Linda, we're going to have to let you go. We haven't played the, whatever you called it, sound yet. What's the sound you're listening for again?
I'm not doing that again.
Come on, one more time for everybody.
No.
Come on, Linda. Come on.
No, I have to know so I could call back.
All right. Well, if we play it now, then everyone's going to call.
Yeah, then everyone will call.
You got to know the sound by now. All right? And you can go to ondaradio.com for the sound you got to listen for every day. Okay?
Okay, sweetie.
We're going to do it, I don't know, within 10 to 15 minutes.
So now I got to be afraid I can't wake up in the morning.
Oh, God. Could you get the phlegm out of your throat,
I like
please?
you guys. Take care.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
we like you. See, I think we got a new listener there, Opie.
Yeah, that's the reason we're doing this
Of
contest.
course.
It's working like a charm. We're definitely getting people checking out the show.
Like a charm, all right.
Tim in Cleveland, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man? I'm calling from the future. You guys are still out in Cleveland.
Oh.
From the future.
Good afternoon, Cleveland.
Alrighty.
Thank you, Tim. Yeah, Cleveland, another station that works the show and gets it and has a bit of passion.
Should ask him who won the World Series.
Show.
Damn it.
Well, no, they
from the
play
future.
tomorrow.
No,
He's only
from the future, though.
He's only like 8 hours ahead.
Oh,
9 hours ahead,
okay.
something like that.
That is barely.
You need to find a future guy that's a few days ahead, and then you can see what happens.
Yeah.
Tonight.
2 hours, anyone can do that.
Let's get into the Ellen thing real fast here. Ellen DeGeneres. So we're doing our radio show yesterday, and we got TVs all over the place. And Ellen starts her show, and she's crying her eyes out.
The happy dancing Ellen that we're so used to.
Dabbing them with tissue.
Yes.
I thought it was a very special Ellen DeGeneres. I thought she decided to go old school, like a little after-school special or something.
Yeah.
And she's tearing up and she's crying.
Dabbing her eyes. Dab, dab, dab.
The video's just terrific. And we couldn't hear the audio because we were in the middle of doing our radio show. And I point to these guys and go, I think something really horrific happened, obviously, to Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah,
someone in her family.
Out.
Is this a moment where she's going to tell everyone she's got cancer?
Oh, boy.
Did her mom, who she loves dearly, that's in the audience every time she does their show, did she die?
Yeah, something horrid.
Something happened to her life partner. What happened to Ellen DeGeneres? This is really, really serious.
Yeah.
And then when I found out what it was about, I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I don't know what it's about.
All right, let's just play the audio here. This is Ellen DeGeneres from yesterday. Everybody is talking about this today. The video is everywhere.
Thank you very much, and right back at you, and I needed that today. We're going to edit some of this out.
Are you?
You know, people say...
I can hear the audience. Dude, I knew there had to be a couple of them in there. Oh, they have such empathy.
Stupid hens. They show up for a fun dancing show and get this bawling lesbian.
They just wanted to dance.
Jimmy, a lot of those stupid hens are listening to us right now to win
$1,000. Ja, that's good. That chicken's good, yeah.
Linger longer. Continuing with Alan from yesterday.
You know, people say
You're
to
lesbian?
me a lot.
Oh, no.
How do you do the show if you're in a bad mood? Or how do you do the show
Tell
if
me
you're
about
sad?
it.
Or don't
Tell
you
me
have
about
bad
it.
days? And
Tell me about it.
I'm a human being and I have bad days and I have sad days. But when I walk out here and when y'all cheer and when you're here to dance and here to laugh and I know I make people happy, it changes my mood. I come out here and I can do anything because of the energy I get.
It's weird because our audience just depresses me more.
Yes. How great was it?
When I come in a bad mood, they just make me feel worse.
In the middle of that boring speech, how great would it have been Charles Whitman in the tower just to fire a bullet and end that? I'm mad, I'm sad.
Just the pink mist out of her head. that tells you winner.
Wow. Steven S. from Bayshore has the line, by the way. Ellen's crying because she's developed an allergy to...
well, I think we can figure it out.
To tacos.
Yes, those food allergies are a bit pesky.
Yeah, that's what she's bawling about.
All right, it continues.
Because of the energy I get. But today is a hard day for me. Today is bad. And I am not capable of coming out and pretending to be funny and on when things are going so terribly wrong right now. God, I'm so sorry. I'm just not able to pretend. So I'm going to tell you the story. I'm going to get over it, and we're going to have a good show, and we have a great show, so it's going to be funny, and it's going to be everything that you turn the show on for. Here's what happened.
Here's what happened. This is like a host getting on the air on September 12th, 2001.
Yeah.
This is like, she is in hysterics.
Yeah, so what are you thinking? Seriously. I know a lot of people know what this is about at this point, but what are you thinking?
I would figure this would start, look, I went to my gynecologist.
Right.
And he told me that I have fill in the blank there.
Right. Or someone really close to her died or has terminal cancer, something, right?
Yeah.
This is what it was.
I have pyorrhea.
I love animals. I love animals.
Oh, my God. She saw a horse gag.
Maybe she saw the chicken video that Anthony was alluding to earlier.
Yeah. Here's what happened. I saw some stagehand just comes up and just flattens her with a shovel.
Says, get a hold of yourself. Where's that clip? We need that today.
You can act like I'm... Oh, you already are.
You ready? She's an animal lover. And I know we're talking to a lot of animal lovers.
Animal lover?
Yeah, I love animals. Yeah, I enjoy an animal every once in a while myself.
She's a lesbian. Opie, don't call her that.
That's right.
I'm surprised it was over a dog and not a cat. But
what's the matter? Your dog allergic to peanut butter?
I guess somebody heard the clip. I haven't.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Jimmy. Oh, it's animal lover. Figure it's time to do the big reveal.
Hold on, Owen Wilson's... Oh, no, that's Ellen. Owen Wilson douche he has.
See, it's on Good Morning America. It's everywhere. But here's...
Opie kicked my dog in the liver, and it perished.
I don't like linger longer anymore.
I love animals. And I rescue them, and I've adopted so many animals and found so many animals' homes over the years. And on September 20th, I adopted a dog from a rescue organization.
Named Snuggles. A little dog named Snuggles. A goddamn death dedication. Hi.
I know what happened.
Yeah?
She adopted a dog, and the film crew was there, and somebody forgot to bring the oven mitts for the dog. And normally during a film like that, they'll duct tape oven mitts to his paws so I don't get all scratched up.
That dew claw does tend to dig in. Oven mitts. How silly does that look on a dog when he's walking around lifting his leg? He's like goose stepping with his front legs because he doesn't know what to do with those oven mitts on his little paws.
All the other dogs are laughing at him. He's like, yeah, but look what I get to do in a couple minutes.
We have another animal lover on the phone here.
Oh.
Yes, sir. What do you got?
I like turtles.
Ah.
Well, yes.
Sounds happier, too.
Yes. Okay, here's more, Ellen.
From a rescue organization here in the area, and I got it neutered, and I got it trained, and I paid my vet extra money to take it home to let it sleep in the bed with him that night instead of a cage. I spent $3,000 on this puppy to acclimate it, to train it to be with our cats, and it just was too much energy and too rambunctious. My hairdresser, who I see every single day, she and her husband have 2 little girls, 11 and 12 years old. They were just looking for a puppy. They have a dog, and they said, we love Iggy. Can we have Iggy?
This is going.
Iggy has been with them for 2 weeks. I get updates every single day and pictures every day of how happy Iggy is.
All right, so she misses the dog.
What's those pictures?
But just
what's the big deal?
The obsessive relationship with her and Iggy is making me physically ill.
Yeah.
Do you need pictures every day and updates? Leave the family alone.
I heard she got the dog from Jack, same place, Steve from Bayshore.
She got the dog from Jack?
From Jack.
The cat handed over
the cat handed over a dog.
Yeah. Wow.
Pardon.
Don't hit yourself on the head with a shovel, please.
All right.
Feel better.
All right, so
more sound effects.
Yeah.
She got Iggy.
Iggy's not a horse.
And she had to tell everyone that she spent $3,000. Guess what? Multi-millionaire, that's like a couple pennies.
That's nothing.
Stop with making people feel bad for you because you spent $3,000 on a dog.
Here's her pets. All right.
And apparently her stupid vet, who has a wife and children to go home to, she threw her Hollywood money at him and said, could you bring him home? And he said yes, and took $3,000 and still left faggoty Iggy in a cage.
Yeah.
What's he going to do, tell her?
Yeah, I know. Like, oh, could you take the dog? Oh, God, I don't want to take the dog, but I have to because it's Ellen.
Well, it gets better. So the hairdresser and the family have Iggy. And the kids are enjoying Iggy.
Yeah.
Everything is good with Iggy. And Ellen's getting her updates, her pictures every day.
Pictures every day of how happy Iggy is and how much their daughters love Iggy. The organization contacted me yesterday and said, how's Iggy? And I told them the truth. I didn't lie. I said, Iggy has a great home. Well, I guess I signed a piece of paper that says if I can't keep Iggy, it goes back to the rescue organization.
Oh.
Which is not someone's home, which is not a family. These 2 little girls are bonded to the dog. I thought I did a good thing. I tried to find a loving home for the dog because I couldn't keep it. I was trying to do a good thing. And because I did it wrong, these people went and took that dog out of their home and took it away from those kids. And I feel totally responsible for it, and I'm so sorry. And I'm begging them.
Look, I love animals. I really do. In the end, it might not sound like it, but holy F, get a hold of yourself.
Here's my issue here. Why can't the rescue place took it back? Why can't the family that had Iggy just follow the rescue person that took the dog, go back there and say, all right, we'd like to adopt that dog?
That's it.
And if it costs extra money, Ellen will foot the bill. She seems a little upset about it. She'd be able to, cough up another 3 G's.
And what dummies at the rescue organization?
Yeah, you got to say they're dummies, too.
Idiots, the amount of money she could throw at the organization, and it's just
the publicity.
Stupid.
I guess they'd rather just gas it.
I think it's a technicality. And of course the dog's going back to the family. Of course it is.
Now it has to.
Of course
the outrage that this will cause.
Right.
A crying lesbian on television gets a lot of sympathy.
Well, we learned from the Michael Vick case that we care more about animals than human beings. So the outrage that's going to happen starting today, trust me, that family will get their dumb Iggy.
That was the problem. It was the Vick family they've given the dog to.
Right. Yeah, they looked up the family and
it was Michael.
Realized it was a distant relative of Michael Vick.
And the $3,000 she lost betting on the pit bull, and she couldn't believe that little fruity Iggy actually pulled it out.
She should have bet on the scalded beagle. There's a couple of dog stories in the news today.
All right, listen, here's the rest of the clip. Ellen DeGeneres, everyone.
And I'm begging them to give that dog back to that family. I just want the family to have the dog. It's not their fault. It's my fault.
Oh, my.
I shouldn't have given the dog away. Just please give the dog back to those little girls. I'm sorry. I didn't call you. I'm sorry. I did the wrong thing.
Yes, you
Just
did.
give it back to the family.
Bad
please,
girl.
Please, please. That's the story. And that's why I'm feeling like I am responsible for trying to do something, and I did it without reading all the things I should have read. So I'm sorry. What a great show we have today.
Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen, goodness gracious. Iggy is there. You should see what's going on in the Yankee dugout.
Posada already knew Iggy's wee-wee and Torrey's helmet.
Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious.
Iggy is suckling off George Steinbrenner. Oh, it's dramatic. Andy Pettit knew George Steinbrenner is talking to the water cooler because he's insane and his brain is pudding. Oh, the dramatic things. Posada's got a smile. Ellen's a lesbian.
Somebody is lingering longer here. Yes, of course, CM Mark from Whackbag. He writes, linger longer back to Hurricane Katrina. Let them touch the puppy.
Just let them touch it. A kayak for the puppy. Why? They take the puppy.
And, of course, leave Iggy alone.
Ellen DeGeneres is just trying to save a puppy. I'm sure that fruit will be on the
Leave
YouTube.
Iggy alone.
Little Iggy. Goodness gracious.
I hope that the animal shelter announces that we regret to tell you that immediately upon return, somebody stepped on Iggy's head. That's how we euthanize animals here. We crush their heads with a big shoe. Iggy's head got a good stepping on.
All right, well, there you go. There's the Ellen DeGeneres clip that everyone's talking about today. So,
old Iggy.
Don't worry, Iggy will be fine.
I know.
Mm-hmm. What?
What?
Oh, you did already?
You missed it?
I really did.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
I got to tear down a wall here. I'm like, you're panicking. I'm like, yeah, when are you going to play the effing sound? But you did?
Yep.
What's happening to the phones?
I don't
Did
think...
people miss it? Did you stupid mother Fs miss it?
No, they're starting to call. There is a delay, but...
I think they're calling because you said I played it.
No, because
I played it a little while ago.
Wow, and what...
Oh, my God.
When did you play it?
I hate our audience.
Don't hate them. Don't be a hater, man.
Not the good ones, Ope. They know who they are, the good people.
Now they're
it's
calling.
the idiots.
I'm the one. I'm in a panic. Like, I didn't hear the sound.
Yeah, he did play it.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you say? You just threw it in?
I just threw it in.
Right after Ellen, it was just like...
That was... I wanted to throw it in like that, so only some Sharpies would get there.
Oh, you're brilliant.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're the ones calling right away. So, all right, we're going to get a winner for that $1,000. Sorry I had to tear down the wall. I was in a panic. I'm like, oh, my God, I don't think he's going to play the sound before 7:30. Hey, Scott, West Palm Beach, what's up? Give us the good news.
Hey, buddy, we got lots of passion for you down here.
And are we on the radio this morning?
Absolutely you are. In fact, we have so much passion down here, some of it's running down my leg right now.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Too bad Iggy's not there.
All right, thank you, sir. Good news.
Iggy.
Good news. As of today, we're still on
Making
in
duties.
West Palm Beach, Florida.
Iggy dropping little pellets all over the rug.
Duties.
All right, it's Opie and Anthony. We'll talk to the contest pigs while you listen to these messages. It's a very busy day on the Opie and Anthony show. Yeah, we got a great story here in New York. Some lady went to take care of business. I love how they talk about it in the paper. I got to find it, actually. And went into her bathroom, started doing her thing, and for some reason looked behind her. Maybe the water started moving or something. I don't know. and she found a 7-foot python.
Wow.
In her bowl.
What's her diet?
But I love the paper. Forget the monsters under the bed. There really are slithery creatures lurking in the pipes. Oh, that's what they said. Nature's call. I like when they say nature's call. Forced Nadej Bernacci to the dark bathroom in her Cobble Hill, Brooklyn apartment in the wee hours of Monday morning. While washing her hands, she glanced back at the toilet. Oh, okay. So she was already... All right. To find a 7-foot-long python staring back at her.
Oh, my God.
It was in the plumbing.
Is it dead or alive?
Come out of the toilet, or
I don't know. They
take
don't really...
refuge in the toilet.
When I brush my teeth, I'm looking over my shoulder, she said. And when she goes to the bathroom at night, she uses her daughter's training toilet. That's what she does now because of this incident.
Because she's scared now, so she uses a little pan.
Yeah, the little...
the potty.
Yeah, the training toilet that has nothing to do with the real toilet. You know, something you have to
and then
empty out yourself.
Empty it out.
Yeah.
Was the snake dead or alive?
It was alive, man. She slammed down the lid, put a heavy box on top of it, and began calling city agencies.
Jesus. How fat is she?
No one believed her. But finally someone came over, and they captured the serpent.
What are they going to do with it besides wash it? Imagine putting that on your shoulder and getting a photo taken. It's like there's rust all over your back.
Here's your answer, Jimmy. Nobody knows where the snake came from or how it made its way up 3 stories of piping. But a first-floor tenant in the 4-story Tiffany Place walk-up reports seeing the creature slithering down the basement steps 8 days earlier. So it really did get into the pipes?
I don't know how it could get in the plumbing. That doesn't make much sense. I could see if maybe there was a space between the toilet, plumbing, and the floor, maybe a crack that it climbed up that pipe and then got in there and then crawled into the toilet. But crawling through the toilet, they got to breathe. It's not a fish.
I pick up
For the love of God.
I pick up this book every once in a while to read about rats. The whole book about rats and how they came to America.
Oh, my God, it's rats!
And how, very good. And how they've completely taken over most U.S. cities, especially New York. They say within 10 feet at any given time, you're 10 feet from a rat.
Yeah.
And not only are you
takes that.
Not only are you 10 feet from a rat, they're also doing a little of that effing.
Yeah, because that's all they do is eat and F.
They chew through stuff and F. That's what rats do.
More rats.
And they, in this book, they swear that they do come up through the toilets. And even if you have the lid down, these nasty, nasty creatures could...
From the sewer,
they swear
to the toilet.
They swear this is how they get into some of the apartments.
Occasionally, I'm sure it does happen.
How creepy
How long
is
could
that?
they hold their breath?
I don't
Maybe
know.
It's just lucky. Maybe at night where there's less flushing going on.
Quick.
I don't know. We got to get an expert on the line. Is Ronnie being an expert on rats?
I don't know.
You got to get through
Expert
that
at large?
trap
No?
with the... I don't know.
And they swear in this book that you know.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not possible.
And they also say how their bodies could collapse in on itself to squeeze through something that is as small as a dime.
I've seen videos of them getting under doorways that are just, you couldn't imagine a piece of paper sliding under there, and they take their mushy little bones.
Right.
And they just squish them down and slide right under the door.
Yeah.
Creepy little creature.
Jimmy had more on the Ellen DeGeneres thing as we went to break, by the way.
We were just talking. It was just amazing to me how stupid that animal control center is.
Yeah, the shelter or whatever it is.
What dummy? It's like, what company man or woman, what civil service employee, just attitude that we've all dealt with, did she have to talk to? That would. I'm not saying, all right, Ellen's famous, she deserves better privileges, but I'm sure she knows a better group of people than any idiot at the Animal Rescue Center.
She knows a better group of people to give a puppy to than they do, and the puppy just sitting at this animal place instead of in a home.
And I'm sure that if it was a technicality and they said, look, you have to come down, bring the dog, we'll sign it right over, it would have been done. But they didn't do that. It was, well, nope, sorry. Sorry.
It's not like child services. You know, it's a puppy.
And someone was obviously on a power trip. You broke the rules.
Yeah.
Even though their whole goal is to get these animals in loving families' hands.
I'll show her.
Yeah.
And now she's begging on national television. That looks great for the animal rescue people. That's good.
Yeah.
Ellen just seems like a nice lady. She's a nice lady.
Yeah.
She overreacted a little bit, though. Come on.
Oh, she's menopausing. Of course,
She doesn't look like
an emotional wreck.
All right, back to the joke.
Hot flashes.
Of course she is.
We only give you a little peek that we're human, and then we have to go back to the joke.
Well, I felt empathy for her because it's like, you try to do the right thing, and I understand you broke the rules, but can't they ever just cut through paperwork and tape and go, all right, just bring the dog, we'll sign, and you just go, or just come down, let us see the home. Can't they ever just do that?
You think they did like an Elian Gonzalez or whatever that kid's name is?
With the guns.
They came with the guns ablazing. Give us Iggy!
I'd love to see the scene where the kid's crying. Iggy! Just change its name instantly.
Right.
That's right, to number 432. They had to mace the parents and one of the kids and then grab Iggy by the throat like a pit bull throat grabber and then drag it out screaming.
They take it to a room and then go, Iggy, and when it answers, they smack it in the face.
Your name is now
Iggy.
Fido.
Bam.
Your name is Fido. Let's say hi to
Iggy was probably dropping little sad, nervous pellets all the way back to the shelter.
Yeah.
It's like in the Marathon Man when Dustin Hoffman gets away and then the guy picks him up and goes, stay down, and makes him duck, and he drives in circles and brings him right back.
Right back where he was.
Iggy will never trust again. The little girls will get him back and they'll go to pet Iggy and he'll just
He'll just feel scared, do that roll over and fountain move that they do. Roll over on your back. Oh, great. Clean it up. No, clean it up!
Hi, who's this?
Hi, Ty.
Hi, who's this?
Hi.
Hi, Taisha.
Who?
Taisha.
Taisha, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Is Timmy there?
Is it?
Is Timmy there?
Jimmy?
Timmy.
Iggy, no.
No, is Timmy there?
No, Timmy's not here.
Timmy. I want to thank Timmy for wrecking my bit. Thank you, Timmy. Timmy!
Timmy's a douche.
Oh, Timmy won the $1,000, not you, TS.
And what, did he hang up?
They're both on the line, but for some reason, Timmy decided not to talk, and he completely ruined my prize.
I hear him kind of on the line.
Every day I'm doing...
Kenny.
It's Kenny?
Kenny, they got it wrong.
All right, who said that?
Who gets fired
Who
today?
gets fired?
Who gets fired today?
Who gets brought back to the shelter?
Yeah, you go back to the Ron and Fez show.
Who is it? Which one?
Have you here.
Which one? You.
Back
you
to the
screwed that
minors.
up.
Just kidding, Ron and Fez. You know that. But we gotta send this one back.
Yeah, it's defective.
He just wrecked my prize pig bit for today. I had a great idea.
It's gonna be hell to pay for him.
Kenny, I'm sorry that I called you Timmy, but that's what they have on the screen here.
Hate to be that guy in that room right now.
Tiesa. Tiesa.
Yes?
I want $1,000.
Taisha.
Tell me anything you want.
Taisha.
Taisha?
Yes?
Yeah, you didn't win the $1,000. Timmy did. I mean, Kenny did.
Okay.
Jesus, I'm a mess now.
It's okay. Maybe tomorrow.
All right. Are you a big fan of the show, though?
Very big fan.
Oh, you are? Okay, we're not going to mess with you. We're only messing with the prize pigs that are only listening to us for the next couple of weeks to try to win money. I hope people understand that, by the way. We could smell them a mile away. We know the ones that are just calling for cold hard cash.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're going to go on to the next prize pig contest out there in Radioland. Those are the ones we're messing with. I hope people understand that. All right, hey, Kenny, congratulations. You got that $1,000, all right?
Do me a favor. Make sure he gets my name right so that when he sends a check out, I can get it.
Yeah.
Good point. I'm putting you back on hold so we check your info.
Just going to say Bill.
Right. And T.S., good luck tomorrow, all right?
Yes.
All right, thanks.
I had to do that. By the way, can I pick tomorrow's sound?
Yeah, apparently they want something with a little more meat to it.
Who?
Didn't you hear that?
Who?
Tracy.
What?
Apparently,
Tell Tracy to shut
it was a little too short.
A tough, you know what?
And it makes the promos a little weird.
Tough
crap.
Thank you.
Wow, Jim.
Tough Iggy corpse.
Don't make us have the as the sound you're listening for tomorrow. Don't make us do that, Tracy.
You know what I would do?
Your job is to give us money, and we'll figure out how to give it away. Thank you.
I would adopt Iggy, and then sell it to the family for just a ridiculous cost. Like if it cost you $3,000 to buy Iggy, I'd be down there in a second, buy him for $3,000, and then say $10,000 and the dog is yours.
I'd call Ellen and she'd hear yelping, and I'd say, "Oh, Iggy must be in pain." But if you plug Jim Norton's gigs for the rest of the year, Iggy will be sent safely to those two bratty, spoiled, overprivileged children.
Right. Little weepy kids.
All right, we're gonna
Give Iggy back.
We're gonna do a Susan Waldman clip for tomorrow.
Goodness gracious.
You want that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You definitely want this one? All right, when you hear this...
Goodness gracious!
Is that long enough, Tracy?
Goodness gracious!
Is that long enough, Tracy?
Goodness gracious!
When you hear that tomorrow between 7 and 7:30, if you're the 10th caller at 877-212-O&A, you will win $1,000 tomorrow, okay? And that sound will be up on ONARadio.com. All the sounds are up on ONARadio.com. But this is what you're listening for tomorrow.
Goodness gracious!
All right. It's also Wake Up Your Spouse Wednesday. What are you typing over there, Ed? What are you doing?
A little message.
Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, fine.
Can I point out how disgusted I am, by the way? To have to open the Daily News and see John Mayer's birthday party and see my friend Sherrod Small in the paper.
Oh, I know. I saw that, and I was thinking the same thing. We know that guy, and Jimmy's friends with him and stuff, and there he is hanging out with...
I know John, too.
Yeah.
Thanks for the invite. What'd you think I would
Nothing.
do? Bring a bunch of my friends? I would have showed up by myself. I don't care about your fancy... I'm like Ratso Rizzo.
Yeah, you are good friends with John Mayer.
Well, I'm friends with him. We wasn't good friends. Sherrod's good friends with him. And I've never seen...
But you've seen him enough, and he's a fan of your comedy. He hangs out at the cellar where you hang out. You guys got a thing.
I've never seen a drunker man than Sherrod is in this picture. It's in the Daily News in New York, page 23, and it's just the picture of an alcoholic.
It really is.
Loaded. It's really funny.
You know, John Mayer's going to kick him to the curb soon. He's turning into a problem, it looks like.
Hey, wait, who's this guy, Macintosh man, Justin Long? Does anyone know who he is?
Yeah, that's...
Oh, he's in Die Hard?
Oh, right. He was the kid in the
like
Apple
him, yeah.
commercials.
Yeah, the Apple commercial guy. That's how I know. That's right. He was... Yeah,
Oh, that's great. He was in Die Hard, and they bill him as Macintosh Man.
Yeah.
Sherrod's got his arm around this guy, and you've never seen a drunker man.
Really?
He looks loaded. He looks like right now he's been yapping for an hour at that guy. The guy's like, there's a large black man with his arm around me.
All right.
I'm frightened.
Shut up.
Hey, we got more info on the Ellen situation from Jennifer in Buffalo. She writes, I read up on the Ellen S, and apparently they have some rule against letting families with small children adopt small dogs for the dog's protection. So they might not get Iggy back.
Oh, so they, give it to Ellen.
So I
Ellen, of course, has no kids, as far as right? Ellen doesn't have kids.
I don't think so.
No, there's no kids there. So then they found out that Iggy went to a family with kids, and they could be held liable probably if one of the kids get eaten.
For the kids out there, by the way,
okay.
You can make
no,
you can't make
that's true.
You can't make kids with 2 donuts.
Right. Okay. No matter how many times you slam them together.
I'm going to do sex lessons for kids from now on.
Yeah.
2 donuts don't make a kid.
Nope.
No.
2 donuts make...
a huge mess.
That's all you get from 2 donuts.
You need a crawler in there.
Slam 2 truck tires together, and that's all you get. Oh, wow. So you think that's the animal shelter?
Wow, so this is
that
can
get sued.
Now the animal shelter's in a tough position because I'm also reading there's a lot of death threats happening. Because, we love animals in this country way more than we love human beings.
Good. They should get
So they're getting
threats.
the death threats, but they have a rule. They're trying to protect the dogs so they don't give the small dogs to the families with kids because they could squish the dog and kill them.
Okay.
It's a little yip-yip dog.
So
one of those, 2-pounders or something like that.
Good. I'm glad they're getting death threats.
But they have no problem.
Man.
They have no problem giving big dogs to families with kids, and that's another problem.
Is it a little dog?
It has to be.
Yes, I saw a picture of it.
It has to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, then that's not different than a pit bull.
Huh?
Of course. Of course it's different than a pit bull. We're giving it to a little family. Bite the heads off the kids.
Yeah.
Give the stupid dog back.
Just what jerk. But they can't make the exception now because it's public. But she probably begged enough off, and now she's had to go
I'm
public.
sure she was begging, crying. Please.
God, they just couldn't bend the rules.
Yeah. Hey,
at least it got Ellen crying. It's a good clip.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Hey, we got a little replay action here. We're doing Wake Up Your Spouse on Wednesday. So
Yes.
far, we got one. Unfortunately.
Yeah, what's happening today?
Well, the concert pigs are like killing our phone lines every day. So it makes it tougher for some of these people to get in with their Wake Up Your Spouse ideas. So it's kind of frustrating. But we got one so far today. And the lady cursed. So we kind of cleaned it up so you could hear what happened. Hopefully this explains what was going on. I think it's a shorter version.
3, 2.
Oh, it is. Wow, it's that short? Jeez. Are you kidding me? What am I going to do with that?
Microphone, Eric.
What am I going to do with that?
I asked him to shorten the clip. I didn't realize he shortened it that much.
There's no setup.
Oh boy.
Man, I don't want to play the long version.
Oh no.
Now we
How about they just reshort and we play the next version?
All right, we'll do that.
How about that, Eric?
Well, Eric, please, E-Rock, please. We're under the gun. We're feeling a lot of stress and pressure these days. You gotta effing listen to me.
I did listen.
No, you
told,
didn't.
Yes,
What-
I did, and I
what'd
told
I say?
him that.
What'd I say?
You said you didn't want the whole setup. You wanted a shortened version of the phone call.
I said. So the shortened version is 7 seconds?
That's what he handed to me, and I handed it right to you.
E-Rock,
I didn't hear.
I'm going to start taping my conversations off air because, trust me, I'm Rain Man when it comes to this crap. It's one of my problems. I said take the call, clean it up a little bit, shorten it, and then bleep out the curse. That's exactly what I said, and I guarantee people in this room will back me up. So what I got now is the really long original call and the short call, which is 7 seconds. That doesn't explain anything.
How long is the original call?
It's over 2 minutes.
Boy, that's a shortening. Wow. When you tell someone to shorten it, they don't mess around. 3, 2, 1, clip. Done.
And I said concert pig again. Holy crap! Why do I keep saying concert pig?
Because a lot of
Because E-Rock's got you all distracted with his incompetence.
I never got over singing. I never.
Oh, Eric's upset. Eric, what? The microphone. You got to play the mic.
This was out of my control.
Oh.
I explained it a
Oh,
while ago
Jesus.
when the call originally happened that we needed this per Opie's instruction.
Listen to him.
Tim didn't do it
Don't
till
say
just
purr.
now.
Don't say purr, by the way.
He's going
You're
crazy.
yelling.
He rocks, but do you understand? If I tell you, then it is your responsibility. I don't care who you have do it. When it's handed back to me, I assume that it was done correctly.
When you delegate responsibility, you are the one responsible for who you delegated it to and the final product that
I
comes
don't even
back
know who
to you.
Tim is.
Who?
Exactly.
Tim, exactly. He's the Boo Radley of K-Rock. Just a big lummox. Stands there.
So now we got to, just... All right, listen. Now I'm saying it on air. Take the original clip.
I'm sorry,
shorten it up so it's not like 2 minutes long. Tim's in the studio now. Oh, boy. Tim?
He said, give me the whole call and give me a short version of it. He didn't say clean it up and make it. I thought you just wanted the curse part.
There you go.
Yes, I
There
did
you
say
go.
that to you because when I asked you originally
There you
in the
go.
IM here about it, and then I went back to the studio and asked you, you said, oh, no, I didn't pull it. And I said, it's got to be a shortened version of the call, and it has to be beeped because there's a curse in it.
Right.
And you said, okay, and then I came back in here, and then you handed me the disc.
Stop.
And I did exactly what you asked.
Cares.
What in?
Said shut up. Who cares?
I think we
I'll go fix it now.
I think what we have here is a failure to communicate.
Yeah, you didn't communicate what I communicated to you, E-Rock. That's what it comes down to.
Does E-Rock feel that he didn't get enough information as to how short you wanted it? Tie me a sheepshank. You didn't tell me how short you wanted it.
Yes, is that the problem, Eric? You felt like you weren't given enough information? No. Microphone. We can't.
So what's the problem, E-Rock?
No.
Why do you feel like you're being
persecuted?
Persecuted here unjustly. Comment, E-Rock, comment.
I don't know how. Well, shorten the call down and make sure it's clean means 7 seconds of the call. I understand not the whole full thing, but have a little setup before the actual phone call. I didn't do the edit, but I had to delegate it, so I guess it is my responsibility that the call was edited wrong.
Did you then listen to it beforehand?
No, because he walked in and...
Oh, see? So it went from his hands to right into the machine for on the air.
Yeah.
See, is that good?
No.
In the long run.
Basically, the general gave the captain an order. The captain gave it to a private, and now the captain wants to back out and say to the general,
It's
hey,
the private's
it's the
fault.
private.
But now someone's saying it's my responsibility because I trusted E-Rock, and I guess that person is accurate.
Wow.
Now I look like a dummy because you didn't do it right.
Now, another demerit.
So you blame Tim, I blame you.
I can directly point out how you cost us Detroit.
Crap flows down, my friend.
Let's go to Beatrice. Beatrice, you listen?
They hate sloppy radio in Detroit.
Beatrice, you listen to the Opie and Anthony show?
Hello, is this Ollie or Anthony?
What?
Ollie?
Yeah, it's Ollie. What's
Ollie.
up?
Hey, how you doing? I'm calling about the contest.
And you listen to the Ollie and Anthony show?
My grandson actually turned me on to it.
His
You guys are
acting is
wonderful.
horrible. And
yeah. I know you sound like Rich Voss doing Shakespeare.
I listen to the Ollie and Anthony show.
Oh, you guys are just fantastic.
your bit
I'm a
is
new
terrible,
listener, and I'm
sir.
enjoying every minute.
I blame E-Rock for this call.
Absolutely.
Who thought...
told you to edit this man's life with a pistol.
I want to thank Bob Kelly for breaking his leg and giving us such an awesome sound clip for this week.
You know what?
You guys
This
are great.
week.
I give myself a demerit today. Where's my pad? I bought into
Can
that
I
one.
do a rock scream for you guys?
I bought into the Beatrice thing, and of course,
Wednesday.
if you're gonna try to trick us, why would you come up with a name like Beatrice? I'm a dummy.
Beatrice.
One demerit.
We should have had that guy do a rock scream as he was plummeting off a roof. Could you hold your cell phone? Just throw yourself off the 30th floor?
A rock scream. Stone him and listen to him scream. That's a good rock scream.
Eric, can you not be sad, please? Our own Eric is... I don't like a sad Eric. We're a
E-Rock,
happy one.
E-Rock, how do we go to break, by the way? Seriously, how do we do it?
You say it's the Opie and Anthony show.
And then what do you do?
And I tell them to go to break.
And how do you say that? Through where?
Through the microphone over here. I tell them to go.
All right, I'm doing my job and your job.
Wow. Look, he feels he has to do both now. See what you did, E-Rock?
I got the other headphone that's on.
Yeah.
Can you hear me out there?
Air traffic controller.
Okay, they could all hear me on the
Yeah.
affiliates.
Okay.
This is the Opie and Anthony show, and we'll be right back. Hold on. Go. It's Opie and Anthony. You all right, E-Rock? We good? Get on mic. They want to make sure you're all right.
Yeah.
You got fans out there. I'm sorry if I was a little harsh.
He has fan out there.
It was my fault.
I just,
wow.
Feeling a little pressure lately.
It was his fault.
A little pressure, a little stress. Want to make sure we're on the ball. And here comes the...
Here is the clip now.
See? 36 seconds. Huh?
Now that's cut down.
Thank you, Tim.
Without it being a little premature.
Right. We were talking about Wake Up Your Spouse. It is Wake Up Your Spouse Wednesday. It might be too late to get new ones in now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The prize pigs, the contest pigs.
Kind of rein it.
Not the concert pigs. Although people are enjoying every time I say concert pig. I think, honestly, I think concert pig because of the time we went and saw Kiss in 1998.
Oh.
Not the same audience from their heyday. That's all I'm saying. So
yeah, now it's too late because a lot of the people are up. They're awake.
Right. So this came in an hour ago. It's the only one we got today. But next week we'll do it again and we'll see what comes in. But this is what happened a little while ago. Dan, you got to be careful with how you describe what you're doing.
How you describe this.
Okay, I got you. I'll be careful. I am going to just gently poke my girlfriend's...
Let's just put it this way. He's going to poke in a very precarious place.
She must sleep in a really weird way.
Really?
It's on speakerphone.
Okay. Shh.
3, 2, 1.
Man, what the...
Oh.
And there you go.
That
See,
was
a quick
way too
highlight.
long.
Quick highlight. That's all I
That was
wanted.
so long. Jesus, it just went on and on.
Now we'll take you in the show. Do you have
Clip should have been shorter.
you have the other version? Right there. Give me that.
From where I'm sitting, I can never see Eric's face. All I see is his hat and his eyes.
Yep. Well,
I can't see his nose or his mouth, just his hat.
this is what caused the argument. See, now we bring you in.
Yeah, now I want to hear what the clip was that you were originally given.
That one was perfect. You know someone's waking up their wife.
Yep.
You know what they're going to do.
Exactly.
And then you get the big reaction.
The payoff.
Perfect. You don't get all that dead air as he's setting up the phone and babbling about nothing because he's on the radio.
Exactly.
And this is what E-Rock thought I wanted. Technically, because you told Tim, and this is what Tim handed in.
3, 2, 1.
Man, what the
All right, listen. What is that? What is that if you don't know the setup?
What is that?
What is that if you don't know the setup?
It could be a shuttle launch. I don't know what that is. 3, 2, 1.
Right. Exactly.
And then one of the female passengers was groped.
What? I got a communique from YSP.
In the shuttle. Yes. Yes.
Somebody from inside the walls. I don't know. I swear to God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm usually pretty good at this stuff. I don't know if the guy's joking or if he's serious. I have no idea. I swear to God. If you weren't listening earlier, there's strong rumors that they might be thinking about making a change in Philly and taking us off the air at YSP.
And we're doing good over there.
With the latest people,
what happened?
The latest ratings, we did good. We're moving up. We still have a ways to go to catch Preston and Steve, but we are convinced that we can take them.
Yeah.
But so this guy from inside the walls, and I really don't know if he's joking. We discussed the whole Philly thing earlier, so that's why we say linger longer, please.
Yeah.
He writes, as your hugest fan in Philly, it is sad to see you guys being hustled out the door in spite of gaining momentum with the newfangled ratings. Let's just say that. But like you say, there is some agenda down here that even we don't know about. I think I'm allowed to share your success in the ratings. But you never know. If you don't hear from me again, I have been killed by agents of Kid Chris. To the untrained eye, it sure looks like Rock is killing your show and kids. What does that mean? Like, the last part obviously was like he's joking.
Yeah.
But is there stuff in there that's true? I'm telling you, this is what's like keeping me up at night. Like, what the F is going on in Philly?
I have no idea. I just, there's no communication with the people down there.
All right.
Except cryptic messages.
That's a cryptic message,
yeah.
Right?
Look at this. Ellen story's all over the news now. Her crying face is really just going to get everybody up in arms at whatever animal place that was.
Of course.
Oh, is that going to do it?
She didn't even say it on the air, did she?
She's beloved.
And she's not just... she's blubbering on camera.
Yeah, blubbering.
She's a blubbering
That wasn't
disaster.
a little dab your eyes with a tissue, you're choking up. She was blubbering. Please, just use the shock, man.
She's begging. She's just a nice lady.
Yeah.
Except when I asked for a picture with her. Then she's not.
That's right.
But aside from that, she was busy.
Out in Vegas, she was a little bitch to you.
I saw her, too, recently. Me and Jonathan were driving. After I did Leno, we was on the same lot as Ellen.
Yeah.
And we're driving by, and she was standing there with a massive bodyguard, and my manager's nuts. He's like, Jim, go get a picture. I'm like, no.
Yeah, right.
My manager's so codependent, like I get angry a lot, and he always panics when I get angry, and I'm not screaming at him, I'm just like, why won't they do this? And he's always like, Jim. He just panics. I'm like, let me be angry.
You know what you should do? You should put mittens on your ears and paint your nose black and go, and then she'll tap you on the head, and then you could ask for an autograph.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yes, because she likes little puppies.
I wish I would have known this situation back then. I would have screamed out the window, hey, if you take a picture with me, I'll get Iggy back. And I just never would have talked to her again.
She went, start crying.
Hey, we might have another one. Let's say hi to Leanne in Virginia. Leanne, what's up today?
I'd like to wake up my spouse.
Oh, you want
I'm about to wake up my spouse.
Want to wake up your spouse?
Shut up.
I know that accent, man. That is Boston.
Oh, you're so wrong.
Old Virginia.
Yeah, of course.
It's old Virginia. So you want to wake him up. How are you going to do this?
I have an antique bell that's really loud.
You have an AMT?
Antique bell.
Antique bell.
You hear antique in that?
Yeah.
Wow.
An antique
I heard
bell.
A&T something.
And he's worked all night long, so it'll be good.
All right, let's make sure you get the phone close to him so we can get his reaction.
Yeah, get the phone close to his mouth before you ring the bell.
Or just close enough, all right?
What is it, like a bell with a clapper in it or something?
It's like, it's got a big, I don't know, a big ball in the middle of it.
Oh,
okay. Well, that would make it a bell.
Okay.
My dog will probably throw a fit too, so.
Well, good.
All right.
Leaky.
Oh, I'm going to get cussed.
That's good.
All right, here we go.
About it.
She's heading toward her
Stand by.
her husband.
Right. Clear waiting.
Don't throw it! Ian. Ian. He just tried to throw it.
He's dead.
He tried to what?
He tried to throw it.
Oh, he tried to throw the bell?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, boy.
I love you guys, though.
Oh, that didn't work out.
I would suggest you don't get killed for the Opie and Anthony show.
I hope.
She probably end up with a black get a black eye. It is Virginia.
It is Virginia, after all. Yeah, as soon as I heard that voice, I'm like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't take wake up your spouse calls from Virginia. It could go horribly wrong. I'm just thinking. So what did he do? He jumped up, tried to grab the bell and throw it?
Yeah, and then he just laid back down. He's worked all night. He must be dead. We can try it again, though.
No, you better.
I don't know. Another good try might.
All right, why don't you try again?
Why don't you give that bell ring, but a louder one this time? Put the phone close.
Yeah, do it real loud.
And scream, "Wake up! Wake up!"
That lazy drunk up.
Okay. If I get a divorce, it's your all's fault.
Sure it is.
Of course it is. Everything's our fault.
Yeah.
Are you up? I'm talking to Opie and Anthony. He's been awake now.
That's what I want to hear.
All right, Leanne. I think that's all we're going to be able to do with you today. Enjoy your day, all right?
You too, thank you.
All right, there you go. There you go.
That's the biggest Christmas gift in Virginia. It's eye makeup and sunglasses.
Anyone else get creeped out when you heard that voice? Like, wow, maybe that voice and wake up your spouse shouldn't go together.
Wake up my husband.
That shouldn't go together.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got the morning's bit of the day. We got Trump on Angelina Jolie. We got the Pope in a fire photo.
Trump.
You want Trump?
Yeah.
Trump's got a new book out, so he's spewing again.
What's it called? Screw everyone.
Yeah.
The guy is on this rampage now because he had such success with the Rosie O'Donnell thing that he now feels he could just go out and start bitching about people, and it's going to get him in the news. And it does.
Yeah, it sure does.
Boy, the Donald's on a tear.
I kind of CNN had me laughing pretty hard last night because they were playing this clip, and they have to have pictures along with the clip.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Donald Trump did this on Larry King, and so they go to the video and they show Angelina Jolie, taking care of something. Let's just call it something from a third world, country.
Oh, she searches the globe for children that need a care.
She's doing a lot. She truly is a gal. She truly is a humanitarian to the point where Brad Pitt's like enough already, but he's too scared to say anything. That's obvious.
Too scared.
He absolutely is too scared to say, "Look, Angelina Jolie, enough, stop."
You think he calls her by a first and last name like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Why would he be scared, though, if he could just jump out and, just get any chick?
I don't know. I think there's, I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of an odd situation.
I think he's into having a controlling woman or something. Something's going on there.
Ooh, you think?
If you read about Brad Pitt and just his interviews, it doesn't seem like this is the guy that wants to be with a humanitarian adopting things from all over the world.
Yeah.
Maybe one, maybe two, maybe.
But he's got he's holding hands with them. They're walking around all over the place. You never see him without the kids. When the hell do they have any alone time?
It's something we talk about on the show all the time. I think it's the power of the.
Yeah, well, hers is hypnotic, I guess.
The power of the.
Makes guys get tattoos of her name on you.
He got sucked in.
Walk around with vials of blood around each other's neck. She was doing that with Billy Bob Thornton for a while.
He literally got sucked in.
Oh, yeah.
She must be wonderful in bed.
He got sucked in, man, and she's got the super.
Our little sex expert from yesterday's afternoon's show is all over the place.
Yeah. The XM show, yes.
Yeah, she's on.
What's going on?
She's on everywhere. So, Donald Trump had this to say about Angelina Jolie. And CNN, as Donald was babbling, is showing, like I said, video of her somewhere that I don't even recognize.
Taking care of space children, like alien kids.
At this point, pretty much.
Angelina Jolie is sort of amazing because everyone thinks she's like this great beauty. And I'm not saying she's an unattractive woman, but she's not a great beauty by any stretch of the imagination. And now she's like a representative of the United Nations and world peace and hunger and all of this.
Yeah, and?
All right, who else gets fired today? Seriously.
Oh, I thought that's where the clip ended.
Who else gets fired today?
Oh, boy.
We're cleaning house.
Oh, no.
We are so cleaning house.
Oh, no. I thought the clip ended there and we were going to comment. I thought it was an awkward out, but... oh, and there it goes. It just flew against the window. Someone's in trouble.
It is kind of, look, I've teased Angelina Jolie. I like to smash her too. But when you're a billionaire like Trump is, and I'm looking at, I'm sure he's made some donations.
Yeah.
But you got to give her credit. She is grabbing a bunch of things from wherever there's a civil war, wherever they don't believe in circumcision, she'll show up and try to adopt something. If it's a kid, a highway, anything, a tumbleweed, she'll take something back and name it. But she's doing good things. You can't, as much as I'd like to trash her more, you can't trash her with adopting kids.
You know what it is, too? I'd love to know what her motivation is for this. Like, there are some people that are a little too motivated to do this stuff. She's one of them. I would love to say it's because she's such a caring, giving person, and I don't know. Perhaps that is the reason. Yeah. But I always think something's lacking in your life that you have to do something like that to just commit your life to doing that. And she seems like a person that does things on a whim, and then it lasts for a few years, and then she gets like, because remember her and Billy Bob with the tats of each other's names all over themselves, and the like I said, the vial of blood they would wear, or of each other's blood around their neck. They were seen together constantly. It was like this big thing, and then all of a sudden that just went away.
I want to do the same thing with my girlfriend, but I want to extract the blood with my fist against her teeth.
With a knife.
Just a good fat lip. God, I had an awful sexual performance last night.
Oh, no.
That was terrible.
Were you bad? Do you rate yourself on every occurrence?
Yeah, I was bad or horrible. I was atrocious last night. What a trooper she is.
What was the problem?
what's
just my lack of prowess. I was tired. I just suck.
Was everything completely functional?
What?
Was everything completely functional?
Well,
or were you like at running at 70% or?
I was trying to pogo stick on a noodle.
Oh my God!
I should just be shot through the face. I really should be.
And what did she say? It's okay. Did she pat you?
It's just awful. Just awful.
Like what does she say?
Just loving words.
Like what?
It was fine.
It's okay.
It's good.
Oh, God.
It wasn't good.
Oh,
here's what it is. Thank you, Mother. You've just watched your fat son strike out with the bases loaded, and you're saying it's okay. You swung hard.
There's nothing greater than running at 100%, where things happen and it's there's no effort. When you're running like below 60%, it's almost like, picture, you ever have the string come out of your sweatpants and you're trying to put the string back through your sweatpants? You know how difficult that is? The pushing around the edge of the string and the shoving, and it's not quite working. Oh,
great example.
That is just horrid.
Could be the best example of that ever.
Yes. But when you're running 100%, you could take it, throw it, and it comes flying out the other side.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
And she just says it's fine, it's okay.
She's like, no, but I had a good time, and she's just a trooper.
Good time. Where'd you go? The amusement park?
She must really love you.
Fun.
She
must really love you.
And that even makes me sicker. It's that she's speaking out of love and not out of animal lust. Almost like it makes me love her, but it's almost like when you know someone is just speaking out of love, you just feel like a schlub.
Yeah.
I suck.
Can you just have like regular
sex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or does something have to be going on that's a little unusual or different?
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me.
You know what? I gotta credit the gym for really helping out. I realized my endurance was for crap I couldn't hold myself up on one arm for a while, which is, it's pretty important. You need some good upper body strength if you're really going to go to town, And if your body is in a lot of motion for any period of time, after not even a minute, it was like, oh my God, I can't hold myself up. I'm winded. It's just awful. Yeah.
Are you just collapsing?
It's like, now though, you go to the gym for between 8 months and a year. You're in that zone like that. You realize, holy jeez, was my endurance for crap? Because then you're like, wow, just standing up, doing the old I don't even need a bed. Just. Hey, I can hold that weight up. Come here.
Kind of
two good hands. Give a good grip.
All of a sudden, you're doing one-arm push-ups.
That's it. You got to call the drywall guy in because you just rammed up against the spackled wall. That's some good stuff.
I could never do that standing up.
No?
No.
Why?
It's easier for me to do it head spinning on a cardboard in 1985 with old rap music playing. I certainly couldn't. I cannot ever have sex anywhere but in the bed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What about standing up, next to the bed?
No, it doesn't matter what I'm next to.
No? Because there's some situations that could happen where the girl is still in the bed and you're kind of outside the bed with your feet on the floor.
I probably...
I just get a message from my sister, Dawn. It says... Ew.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I didn't want to blow up your spot, but I'm with Dawn, too. I figured someone out there would find this hot and sexy.
Well,
I know.
But me and Jim are sitting there like...
I'm being very clinical about it.
Nobody wants to think of virile Anthony.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Potent and
being
full of...
virile. I just want to say...
Just potent and full of poison that he needs to get rid of.
Poison. I'm just saying that the endurance is very important.
Right.
You don't want to get winded.
We understand.
Get winded.
By the way, I didn't talk for a while there, and Dave, you made me laugh. Thank you. Dave from Manhattan, he writes, is Opie off beating the help? Just feeling a little pressure lately. What can I tell you? We're a pretty honest show. We don't hide much. So the Donald Trump thing, though, I mean, it was getting to the good part where he talked about how, Angelina Jolie was making out with her own brother and having sex before the Oscars and bragging about it on live TV. And for some reason, that shouldn't go hand in hand with being a humanitarian.
Right.
What the hell does he care for?
That's what I wanted. But without the clip, it's hard to have that discussion, Jimmy.
God almighty. You're a real estate guy. What are you, scrupulous?
I know. What has he been through in his past?
I like the fact that he's there's, every time you hear is there a Trump bankruptcy hearing tomorrow, and he's building new buildings. I mean, you got to love him.
He figures out some way to screw someone else. Is that what he's doing?
Brilliant guy.
Yeah. Hey, Rory from Boston has a very good question. By the way, we're going to be at the Halloween party a week from Friday, Rory. Hope you're going. What's up?
I'm trying to score tickets on Tucker and Rich for that, but it's not working out for me.
Yeah, they got a very popular show. It's tough to get through to those guys. I don't know why they didn't give us a few tickets just to throw around. Hey, Dave, send us some tickets to give away. What, Rory?
They said it was too big, that you guys are giving out too many prizes. That's why they can't give them out.
Oh, all right. So what do you got, Rory?
I was just wondering what you guys are going to do when some big guy wakes up and goes Mike Tyson on his wife and throws up through a plate glass window.
Well, that's what we're hoping for with this Wake Up Your spouse. Let's be honest
all
with
the laughter.
Yeah. Well, I can explain it, Rory. We take no responsibility. You ever see? Of course, you've seen Caddyshack, right?
Absolutely.
Remember when the priest gets hit by lightning on the green?
Of course he does.
Do you remember?
Yeah, of course I remember that.
Do you remember?
And you know how Bill Murray just kind of puts the golf bag down and just kind of
skulks away,
sneaks away like he wasn't there.
Yep.
That's kind of like what we would do. We would kind of just hang up on
slowly hang up and not acknowledge we took the call and just move on. That's what we do.
We've done that in the past with this show. No responsibility. All right, Rory.
All right, hey, you guys killed in Mansfield, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was another fine virus show. So, thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
All right,
guys, take it easy.
All right, John in Philly, what's up?
Yo, good morning, guys.
Hey, John.
Jimmy, you killed Saturday night, too, by the way.
Thank you.
I just wanted to comment
Murderer.
on, I'm from Philly. I listen every morning. I got like an hour-long commute in the morning. And if you guys get canceled down here and I have to listen to Preston and Steve every morning, I'm going to kill myself.
You won't have to listen to Preston and Steve. If we get canceled, just grab XM.
Or could you kill yourself before they officially take us off? Because that could help the ratings.
Well, that would kind of be good, yeah.
You could sacrifice yourself for the good of the show. That would be kind of cool.
I suppose I could do that.
All right. Thank you, John.
All right, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't want to just tell the people, pick up an XM. I want to succeed on effing YSP.
So do I, but
All right?
if we're off,
I'm not going to sit here casually going, just listen to us on XM. No, I want to succeed on YSP. We're heading in the right direction.
Well, that makes it sound like I'm saying that casually. I'm not. I'm just saying.
Yes, you.
No, I know.
I heard you say that, Jimmy.
But if it happens,
yeah, I know.
If it happens, there's going to be a lot of outrage, and then we try to find.
I'm outraged.
We'll say that for Bob.
I just hate to start over again somewhere else.
Jeremy in Wyoming, what's up?
Hey, Anthony is one of my heroes. I want to hear more about Feral Anthony making the little Jewish neighbors wake up in the middle of the night with screams of ecstasy.
Okay, now you've convinced me I should just shut up about it. It took Jeremy's call from Wyoming.
We just don't want to think that you were getting tuckered out, I guess. I think that's what bothered me.
Well, that was a while ago.
I understand. You've been at the gym for 8 months now. You're a different person, but we don't want to think of Anthony getting all tuckered out and collapsing.
No, I wasn't a collapse. Jesus. It was just, I realized I had to pace myself a little more. And that was just being sheerly out of shape.
I understand.
So it didn't have any muscle tone.
I completely understand.
Very skinny, but I didn't have any muscle tone.
And you show off your muscles now, which is very impressive, too.
Oh, I'm just such a yeah.
Anthony likes to show off his biceps every once in a while.
I have to.
Why?
Because I for years I just heard that I had AIDS. That's what people would say. It's like, geez, eat a sandwich when you got AIDS.
All right. We got the Pope being seen in a fire photo, which is so obviously like some weird Photoshop or some kind of program.
Yeah, who's buying this crap?
We'll get into that.
These religious nuts.
bunch of religious dopes. The same ones that see Virgin Mary in a toast. Get a hold. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where she's going to show up. 200,000 dead in a tsunami. No one shows up, but there's a fire in a shrub somewhere, or somebody drops their blueberries on the floor and a fat man steps on them. Look, it's the Virgin Mary.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah, get the police tape.
And that stupid toast, yeah, that went for all kinds of money on
It's ridiculous, but we got to do one. We'll talk about that next. And also, if you guys want, Morning Zoo bit of the day. Big girls eat fries instead of big girls don't cry.
What God,
And the reason we're playing this today because it follows the format that you hate, where they try to squeeze too many words in.
Oh, they shoehorn the words in.
Shoehorn, thank you. Yeah. So we'll get that on
it.
too before we get out of here. It's Opie and Anthony. We still got lots to do. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. We're going to play What Did We Learn on the Opie and Anthony Show in a few minutes. 877-212-ONA. Also, really fast, don't forget tomorrow, sometime between 7 and 7:30, we're going to play this sound right here.
Goodness gracious! Goodness gracious!
When you hear that, between 7 and 7:30 tomorrow, and you're the 10th caller, you will win $1,000 courtesy of the Opie and Anthony Show. Tell your friends we're doing this. We don't care if we get a few prize pigs listening for a while.
Of course.
Because we know some will be converted into listeners.
And good radio.
And those sounds are on ONARadio.com every day. So if you miss part of the show and you don't know what the sound you need to listen for, you could go there and there's a little link to the sound, okay?
Right.
I got to drop.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
In jeans, it's not as bad as when you're wearing like nice pants when you're out to dinner and you go to the bathroom and you realize you got the drop. And then you got to stand there like, what do you do? Walk hunched over?
In jeans, it's worse, though, because jeans are thick, so for a drop to soak through.
Well, let me tell you something. It's because you wear boxers, right?
Yeah.
See? When you wear briefs.
Diapers.
Diapers, they act like a diaper. When you pull them up, there's not going to be anything going through a pant leg. Just saying.
Just saying. All right.
Just saying.
Hey, we got the Pope in a photo. We got to get to this.
The fiery Pope photo.
Yeah.
Shop. Now they're just being sarcastic with me. Who needs now they don't ask, Anthony, could you turn the audio on? They just go, who needs audio? Yeah. We don't need audio. Audio's overrated. There's your audio. Shut up.
On where?
Pal Talk.
Oh, Pal Talk.
Yeah, they yell at me.
Is this thing still not working? You're pushing it in?
Yeah, you know.
Is it the CD player?
Well, there's a piece off it, and it's not.
Oh, boy, there's going to be more pieces off of it in a second. That's a... Oh, Jesus.
It's kind of tough to do a radio show without CD players that are working. That's 3 for today.
Yeah.
Was that the Trump CD, the CD itself, or was it the player?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on today.
Something's amiss. Bring the turntables back. That's what I say. We'll have them burn some hot wax in the back. Some hot wax.
If you keep a track at home, CD 1, don't use.
Mm-hmm.
We took that out of play, so we've been using CD 2. For some reason, the clip didn't.
Not 1, 2. Remember that.
So now we're going to go to CD 3, which is way down here on the floor, and that's not working either? Nope. Okay, good.
Are you sure it's not the burn method? Why don't you put a music CD in there and see if it works?
It's because we're goofing on the Pope and the fire.
No, the music CDs have been working, so it was burned wrong or something. I don't want to accuse anybody, but something's going on. So the Pope's image is in a picture of a fire?
In a fire. Apparently, it matches a photo of him also. There's a photo of the Pope, and then they put it next to the Fire Pope. And Fire Pope, he's like one of the Fantastic Four now. He could just turn into fire and do his Pope stuff as a Fantastic Four hero. Because it's the exact pose of a photo. Now, how coincidental is that? That if you look over there, Jimmy, see? His picture is the same pose as the fire shot silhouette of him in the flames.
Well, it's not much of a stretch because the Pope looked like that in every photo at the end of his life with the hunchback and stuff.
That's true, but it looks obviously photoshopped. I have a lot of experience with Photoshop myself, and it looks like they took the old smudge tool to the fire and kind of dressed it up to look like the Pope a little bit.
It's a picture of a bonfire, and maybe it sort of looked like a human, and now you're saying maybe they used smudge to kind of make it look a little more like the Pope.
Yeah, maybe like the guy, whoever did it, saw that fire picture, saw the picture of the Pope, and went like, well, that's kind of similar, but if you do this, and kind of pull some of the fire around, it looks a little more like the Pope does. And what does it mean if the Pope is seen in fire? Wouldn't that mean he's just condemned to burn in hell?
Turn the air conditioning on. The Pope's hot.
Yeah, it means that that hell won.
Yeah, hell won. Hell has the Pope. The fiery depths of hell has the Pope.
The ultimate matchup, it looks like the devil has won.
Yeah, the devil wins.
The devil wins.
The devil wins.
In 5 games.
Yeah. Who did you have, God?
Linger.
Mope.
Yeah, they had whatever. They had, I was going to go with a dumb Tim Wakefield joke. F it.
Oh, well, his whole pitching round was a joke, so.
Well, yeah, and I was going to say that Jesus was pitching and throwing that topsy-curvy garbage that Tim Wakefield
Jesus would have pitched better on the cross, on the mound, than Wakefield did.
With his feet.
All right, we got another copy of the Pope.
He probably could have rolled that rock out on the 3rd day, and it would have had more speed.
Oh my goodness gracious! Jesus is on the mound. Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen, Jesus is on the mound.
Jonas knew it was coming. And Pontius Pilate is washing his hands.
Goodness gracious! Goodness gracious!
The signs are there.
Right.
Goodness gracious! Is that Jesus trying to pitch with a hole in his hand?
He dropped the rosin back through the hole in his hand again.
There he is at the right hand of God, up in God's box.
That the excitement in the dugout, that the Roman guards are playing cards.
You should see what's going on in the Yankee dugout.
Well, nothing was going on.
The soldier was dabbing his lips with vinegar.
Here's the Pope audio.
I don't think there's any question as to who's going to be wearing that crown of thorns.
And then Jesus talks, Hey, you got me out of purgatory. I'll be seeing you all again soon. Unless you're Jewish, then I'll be seeing you for the first time.
I'm sure
Seeing you during the rapture.
I'm sure Jesus said the same thing a little over 2,000 years ago. We're still waiting.
Yeah. He's come back finally.
Goodness gracious! Of all the dramatic things, Pettit is smiling. The Jews are all crying.
That's funny.
Sergeant G from Iraq.
Goodness gracious! The Holy Spirit is smiling. The Father knew.
The Holy Father knew.
You should see the Last Supper.
She's such a tool.
She really is.
Oh, so goofable.
And we all know why the devil would win.
Yeah.
Yes, Rick in Brooklyn. Yes, Rick, he's going to linger longer for everybody.
Yes.
Rick, go ahead.
Yeah, Satan won because God had Phil Rizzuto playing shortstop.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because when Phil Rizzuto died, of course, all the sports journalists had to say, I guess God needed a shortstop.
I guess God needed a shortstop.
Yeah, why take Derek Jeter in his prime when you can have Phil Rizzuto?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Who's pretty much a walking corpse.
Exactly. You're trying to run heaven. He's babbling about Cora. Shut up, Phil. We get it.
Talking to God about the money store.
Exactly.
No one cares.
Right.
We know you hate the Meatloaf song you were in. We heard. We get it, Scooter.
You didn't mean it. Oh, Jesus.
Thank you for the linger longer there, Rick, for Brooklyn. All right, here it is. The Pope
Mercurio
story.
trying to get Channel 5 fired? I don't know. Mercurio's on the local Fox 5 News here.
Another linger longer.
Paul Mercurio.
We're lingering and longing all over the place.
Does that play?
No, we're still waiting to play it here.
Okay.
Well, meanwhile, some people are calling the photograph a miracle. They believe it shows the image of Pope John Paul II. Allison Caden caught up with believers and skeptics for their reaction.
It's a fiery image, and to many it looks just like Pope John Paul II. Look at the pictures side by side. One of the fire, one of the Pope. That's why we showed it to Catholic Kathy Driscoll.
I'm speechless. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Everyone involved in that story should be killed. Everyone down to the boom guy with the microphone. They would show that on the news.
Yeah, that is not a newsworthy story. No. Especially since it's obviously been manipulated.
Oh, my God. Speaking of the news, I was telling Aunt before the show that our pal Lee Abrams, who pretty much bores our audience, but I like the guy a lot. He really knows radio, and he has a good head on his shoulders.
But he's a terrible bore.
He just doesn't know how to translate that to our radio show, unfortunately. He writes a blog that I really love. Mm-hmm. The blog is up on the other website we're not allowed to mention. That's the name of the show.com.
Oh, right.
Are we allowed to say that much? I don't know.
No.
Really?
I don't know.
But he got an email from George Carlin about an article he wrote a year ago about local news, and it's everything we talk about. Everything. I got to post that.
Really?
I'll post it on onaradio.com, and I'll post it on the other websites. It's really interesting.
Should post some of his other blogs there, too, so if people are having trouble sleeping, they could just peruse them. And
Lee's a good read.
Actually, okay, then a podcast.
A podcast.
Give him a podcast.
I disagree. I think that Lee, a lot of times, he'll call up and start talking about like how originally AM, when it went to FM, things were changing, but now XM...
And he's a pilot. You think he puts the tower to sleep? Like the tower just nods off? Bunch of plane traffic coming in all over the place.
So Lee's a good read. He's just not a good
person. Stupid pederast.
Jesus.
Wow. I think
the accusations.
I think this is your morning zoo bit of the day, by the way. We did almost everything today.
Steve from Bayshore. Any flight Lee Abrams pilots is a red eye. You just leave. Oh, God, the jet lag. It's like, no, we flew 20 miles.
Either that or because he's stoned.
Let's go to Melanie in West Palm Beach, Florida. Melanie, what's up?
Hey, how you doing this morning?
Good, Melanie. What do you got?
I was just calling to represent. I heard Chicago or someplace said you haven't heard from West Palm. Well, here I am calling. Tried to call earlier, but in my morning drive, and the contest that's...
No. No, you didn't. Oh.
We'll do roll call again tomorrow to see what stations are sticking with us.
Yeah.
Good news from West Palm Beach. We're on this morning in West Palm Beach, Florida. All right, here's your morning's a bit of the day. Big girls eat fries. This is just terrific. No, that's not it either.
Yeah.
Well, where did that bit go?
What happened?
That was weird. I thought we had to start the show all over again.
I know. Everything's getting all... I mean, while you're looking for it, if anyone wants to see me in Danbury, Connecticut...
Danbury, Connecticut.
I'll be there Friday, Saturday at the Treehouse.
Of course you will.
Hurry up and get there for the show.
Morning.
I don't even think we have time to do this now. Can we,
really?
Even though it's going to be Thursday tomorrow, can we do morning zoo bit of the day tomorrow?
I say it translates to one more day tomorrow.
Yeah, we can.
You sure?
Hold it off.
We're running out of time, and we want to spend some time on Big Girls Eat Fries because it's just an amazing bit.
I bet.
That's getting the job done out there for some radio station. Some radio
hysterical.
show.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
Something to look forward to for tomorrow. Andrew, Smithtown, what's up?
Learned that Opie loves the prize pigs, because they give ratings.
Wow.
Carl in Jersey, what's up?
Carl.
Hey, what's happening? I learned today that if Anthony plays the $1,000 sound, Opie could miss it too.
I did miss it today. Yep. I'll be honest. Let's not forget, tomorrow you have to listen for this.
Goodness gracious!
Between 7 and 7:30, 10th caller will win $1,000, courtesy of us, Opie and Anthony.
Right.
All right, we're running out of show anyway.
And over at XM, we got Pat Cooper today. I'm very psyched.
Oh, yeah.
Pat Cooper.
That's right.
9:30. We're going to be part of his roast.
Yes.
Well, not really. We get to sit there and look stupid.
I'm roasting him.
But Jimmy's roasting him.
We get to sit there and get abused without being able to abuse anybody.
Yeah, that's always good.
It's a good situation to be in.
Yeah, that's great. I won't go nuts.
We got Jerry Springer tomorrow, too.
Just jump up and start punching people in the face.
No, that's real healthy for me. To sit there and let people just beat me up and not be able to do anything.
And have to hold your tongue, sir.
No, I think that's very, very healthy for me. Maybe I'll learn a little something about myself. Restraint. All right, hey, guys, thank you so much. We greatly appreciate the support.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be with Philly for a while to come, but...
Hopefully another day.
That's a developing story, and I don't know what to tell you people down there anymore. All right, well, we're going over to XM. If you're not joining us, have a great day. Bye.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony.
Same shit every fucking day. I come on, it's a fucking epic.
I thought you were supposed to be here at 9:30, Pat Cooper.
What do you want me to do? At the 6 o'clock, the court TV or court radio.
Court radio. Wow, your career's taking off. Court radio.
Court radio.
He's the future, not me. I'm fucking dead.
Court TV's the big thing.
All right, here we are.
TV.
Here we are. Here we are at XM Satellite Radio. A little observation. I thought I'd have a few minutes to mellow out between shows, and I look in the studio. I see Pat Cooper's already here. I'm like, oh fuck.
Oh yeah. It's at 9:30. What the fuck you want me to do, pal? Are you sure you're Opie or is he Opie?
So what did you hang out outside?
I don't hang out outside. I'm a gentleman. I come fucking early. I come on time.
I mean this guy here.
Well, he's got to hang out somewhere. Who the fuck recognizes him? They look at you, they think you're a dirty Al Pacino.
I'll tell you what happened, Anthony. I got thrown in a van. I got kidnapped, but I was able to kick my way free.
Oh, good.
Around 80th Street, and I grabbed a cab, and I'm here on time.
I think you're lying.
What happened? A bit of a panic?
No.
I heard Kenny was in a bit of a panic. I snuck into a room to make a phone call, and Kenny thought I was lost. Kenny thought I got kidnapped.
Kenny thinks he's like a daddy figure, like a father figure.
No.
Yeah, he gets very nervous when you're out of his eye shot.
Yeah.
I walked in and I saw Pat sitting here, and it's been great because from the minute I sat down, we started chatting. He's just been motherfucking everybody.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Great.
Well, I haven't heard a nice word about anyone. Bob Goulet?
Well,
How do you
Robert
get into
Goulet-
bad mouthing Robert Goulet
No, I'm not
within
bad
the
mouthing Robert.
within the first 2 minutes of you sitting down?
You know what your problem is? You can't compute and listen to my greatness. You got to do one or the other.
Right.
I didn't put Robert Goulet down. I was talking about you got to buy the room in Las Vegas today.
Yeah.
And poor Robert Goulet bought it for 8 weeks, and he had to buy out the contract. Cost him $1.1 million.
Oof.
That's all I'm saying. I felt bad. I said, Robert, no disrespect to you. Singing is over. It's fucking over. He swears you're better off a juggler. They don't want fucking singers no more.
Juggler.
I says comedy and juggling and masturbation and perverts are making big money. Today to sing Malavemina or sing Ave Maria, even the post turns it off. They don't want to hear it.
What about magicians? That's big, right?
Magicians are not big. They think
No?
they're big. They
I
think
thought
they're
they were big in, like, Vegas.
No, they're a delay.
Yeah, a
Any
delay.
magician is a fucking delay.
That's
like
like-
hypnotist.
Yeah.
This one guy hypnotized a guy up in Boston, my other God, and supposedly put him under. The guy falls off the chair. 6 weeks later, he woke up. What a lawsuit that was. It's a true story.
I know,
And
but
the
it's
guy
still
turned
funny.
around, he went back to butchering this fucking guy who's supposed to put you under. You know, don't put your mother under for having you.
Wait, so he didn't try out the formula before he went on stage?
Look,
so the
don't
guy
answer
was
my shit, will you, please?
He didn't try out the formula, though. You got
No, but I'm
to
talking
knock him
about-
out just for a little
See,
bit.
this is
right?
what gets me.
All
This is
right.
what gets me.
Yeah, what gets you, Pat?
I respect my profession.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you respect us.
Naturally, I respect this sick bastard. Anybody's got the balls to think you're doing good. It's really got to. I will tell you this.
Yeah.
I disrespect those who disrespect my profession. I'm not just a comic. I'm in a profession.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all the years that they've had the festival here, I was never called. Because it's called punkos who ain't got the balls to call me. I finally got a call about 3 weeks ago. Some guy said, I represent Caroline's. I said, that's your problem. He said, and we'd like to have you at Caroline's at the festival. Let me tell you something. I'm a fucking name. I work theaters. I don't work fucking Caroline's. You understand, punk asshole, that you don't know? I said, Sarah Silverman goes on Saturday Night Live, Rosie O'Donnell. I said, I work theaters. Do your fucking homework, you asshole.
And you hung
Because
up?
what do you think you're talking? I'm talking to your mother through your ass.
So when are you playing Caroline?
No.
No.
There's another thing that bothers me. They call you, they said, Pat, yes, I represent Caroline's, right? Well, we want you to work Monday and Tuesday. Take the door. I said, I got furniture. If I want fucking furniture, I said, I don't need your fucking door. This is what I got to get. Get Mike Camario Cantone to go on a Monday and a fucking Tuesday. Get Joy Behar to go on a Monday and Tuesday. They jerk off. That's what they do on a Monday and Tuesday.
He knows all the big names in comedy there, Jim.
Well, I'm sitting next to a guy who's terrific.
Yeah, you
That's
like
it.
Jim?
Thank you.
But
What about us?
I'm going to put a butt on it.
I know you are.
And I respect him, and I think he knows I mean that. The last 15 minutes of that home box was tough. To talk about a woman's private parts the way he did, I thought was too heavy. He
much?
don't have to do that because he's funny, he's natural, he's got a great way about him of saying, why go talking about a woman's clit? Who
I like
gives
it.
a shit?
I like
it's
that.
not funny. No, I understand.
I like a big clit, Pat.
I agree, but you know something? He's working to one particular audience, hopefully, that they will. And I'm saying, here's a guy that's, what the hell is he doing that? Why is he underneath the woman's ass, sucking at this and sucking at that? That's not funny.
It is.
What's funny is what he did. Because I said, this guy's wonderful, but why? And I like him, and I say to myself, this guy's, he's going to have to take it out one day, because it's going to hurt him. You don't need that, because you got women saying, wait a minute, is that what we're about? You talk about our vagina and our pussy like we're garbage dumps? And that's what it sounded like. I don't think he meant it that way. Norton, I don't think you meant it that way. And again, I care about, we're in a great business. I'm on my way out. I've been on my way out since I was 40.
On your way out.
I'm serious.
Fucking far away is that door?
I'm on my way out.
Jesus.
I'm lucky I made this. This is the last.
Yeah, it's a long
After
hallway
here, I
out that
retire.
door.
No, but you see, you're taking liberties, which is fine. If you feel comfortable, but fine. But I'm looking at it as a comedian. I'm saying to myself, Jesus Christ, you don't need that. This guy don't need that. I want him on a series. I said, that's what I'm hoping this guy gets. Get him on a series. That's the money today.
Nah, but my acting is not up to snuff.
Dateline
I saw your acting. We don't
NBC
discuss
Predator
it.
series. That's
Yeah,
what
my
I
acting is
say.
not up to
I saw you on that series. You were wonderful. What's
Thank
wrong
you.
with
Lucky Louie, yeah.
Look, but no. See, you were the only good thing on the show because you had brains enough to say, I can't act. See, that's the secret. Then they're going to get upset you to get your own series, because those who can't act get a fucking series. That's why the guys who have their series surround themselves with greatness.
Well, that's true. Do you think Seinfeld was a good actor?
Right. No,
he was laughing all the time.
Jerry was smart. I respect Jerry because he surrounded himself.
Yeah.
I respected a Mary Tyler Moore. They surrounded themselves. All in the family surrounded
Ray
themselves.
Romano isn't a good actor.
Absolutely. Who?
Ray Romano's not a good actor.
Ray Romano's got trouble humming. But he's a nice man. He got the series. God bless him. I'm not jealous of him. Who gives a damn?
Yeah.
I'm out. It's finished. I'm 78. It's all over. But at least we're in a profession. I want this gentleman to know, I care about you because you're good and you're wonderful but I'm saying somebody maybe that doesn't like him, so keep doing it. And I'm saying, I think one day they're going to say to you, you got to cut that out, that thing, because it's vulgar. It's not funny anymore to get you to my tongue. I'm looking, then he's doing noises that don't fit. And I'm talking to the set, and my lady friends go, why is he talking about people's private parts? I said, shut up, will you please? The guy's a comedian. What the fuck do you expect him to talk about? Cucumbers?
But I do like that. It is the truth. Like, I do really like a big fucking stack of liverwurst.
I'm not saying you don't like your material. Don't
No, I mean pussy. I mean big pussy.
Do you like basically, he's asking, do you like a swollen pussy like he does?
I like a fat
But
pussy.
you got to understand, the people that are listening to this are not in a comedic adult mode. I'm talking about, because I've been around a long time. And the only rap that people said to me about this guy was the exact thing I said. They said, why did he do that last 8-10 minutes? Because he don't need it. He's a funny man. And all of a sudden, and they could tell me my fucking business, I would respect them. I don't tell them how to funny. I don't tell them how to drive. But when you care about a guy, you say, this guy's good. He don't need that shit. This guy's good.
You want Jimmy to go mainstream?
No, I didn't say that. Listen, you're not a comic. Do me a favor. Do your fucking radio. You're not in my fucking league. I love these guys. I don't do fucking radio. You stay out of my fucking business. I don't tell a butcher how to cut meat. Don't tell a guy how to masturbate. You understand?
I was just trying to follow you. I guess
you can't
I
follow
missed the
nobody.
lesson.
That's why you got this fucking show.
But I know what you mean though. But I don't mind getting that dirty. I'm comfortable being that dirty
for everybody.
because I don't feel like I have to close with it. But I like it. It's like
I'm not saying that to take it out.
Right.
I'm telling you, I guarantee you, somebody's going to tap you on the shoulder. So listen, you want to do here? Yeah, you got to cut that out. Otherwise, you're going to have a problem. So you cut it out. What's the big fucking thing? You only going to live on that piece of material? No, of course not. You got other great things. But just to go out there, motherfucker. Nobody's going to remember what you did except that piece of material.
You know what, though? He's killed on Letterman and
I'm
Leno,
not saying
and he's done clean stuff on there.
No, bullshit. He did not kill with that material on Letterman. He didn't talk about a pussy and eating up a
no, that's what I mean. He's able to work, though,
That's what I'm saying. If he can go on Letterman...
What do you have against pussy?
I would rather him go on Letterman and Jay Leno's. I'm not knocking the man's talent. He's a talented guy, but I think that particular choice he don't fucking need because this guy can skyrocket. And I think somebody's going to knock on the door so you can't work, as we say, for argument's sake, the Hilton Hotel, that kind of a thing. Or a certain high-class hotel. They'll say, look, you got to draw the fucking line.
So Jimmy,
I think he's
let's
smart
ask
to
Jimmy.
say...
What do you think of his advice there?
I understand what he's saying.
So this is me doing radio, by the way.
I do understand what Pat is saying. I don't agree 100% because when you look at guys that have gone, and again, it's all doing what you like doing.
I'm looking at you. Fuck those guys.
It's Kinnison succeeded very well doing what he wanted. Dice succeeded doing what he wanted. I don't model myself after those guys, but I think if you're doing what's true to you...
Okay, I'm just saying, Okay, I never heard Richard Pryor, who to me was one of the best. I never heard Don Rickles, to me is one of the best. I never heard none of these guys turn around and get raunchy. You could talk about a woman's body part. The minute you say the hair was coming out and the clit was hanging down, I turned around and I got a heart off. I said to my girl, I can't look at your pussy no more. You're fucking ugly. She says, why? He's on television. He must be right. So that's the end of it. Now I'm going into transvestites. That's my show.
Hey, well, that we can agree on. It's just a difference in a take on a particular
It's not
subject.
a knock to you.
No, I don't think it's a knock.
I dig you. I think you're terrific, and I think you're going to go wherever you want to go.
Thank
I'm
you.
not being
Pat's
funny.
telling you to become a prop comic.
No, you're
what
right.
he's telling.
Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
You don't know fucking comedy. Why do you explain it to this guy? This guy's a comedian. He's been on these shows
I'm trying to learn
Jimmy
about comedy.
You're learning days are off. If you start to learn, you're going to be out of this fucking show. I'm telling you.
You can't learn.
Anyway, that's that's enough there. But we're in a great profession.
So you're taking advice from a guy wearing a members only jacket. So that's good.
I do respect Pat's opinion very much.
And do you respect his jacket?
Yes, I do.
I would scream to the top of my lungs to say this is a wonderful young man.
He absolutely is. We love him.
I said, it's nice to see that in young people. But when I saw that, and I'm not a prude, I've done it all, I've seen it all. But I said, there were great comics who never got that way. Are we getting down to that? Next week we talk about my mother's pussy, and then my father's cock. And then it becomes, something.
What about
we
Grandpa?
don't separate, no. Then they're going to talk about the Pope. Now, he mashed up. Then we're going to talk about subject matter that should be left alone. We don't need to get our life. I'll give you an instant. I'm on Stern the other day, right? So Stern says, you three guys roast Pat. So I said to them, under one condition they can roast me, throw the paper away. So they looked at me. One guy says, I throw the paper away. And he threw it away. He goes, by the way, who's that cunt you're sitting next to? When I stopped, I said, let me tell you, that's funny. And Stern says, get out of here.
To you?
No, not me. Nobody says get out of here.
Not me.
I'm a fucking genius of myself. Nobody tells me. They'll throw him out off the fucking air before I go. But I tried to explain to the guy after the show was over. I said, you're so stupid. You went desperate, you panicked. You said, what has my girlfriend's got to do with trying to roast somebody? Jerry Stiller was roasted, a wonderful man. One comic, his asshole, goes after Jerry Stiller's wife's vagina. What the fuck has that got to do with a roast? Because they panic. They think, motherfucker, and if you say the curse words and there's a story, it blends. I got a flow. Mm-hmm. I can say fuck 90 million, nobody gets offended. There's a certain flow. There are people who say it, they go, oh, geez, don't say that word. That's the difference. That's the difference.
But, and you're right. We all judge our own flow a certain way. Like, I know what I do that's true to my thinking. Like, that guy probably did panic. To blast someone's girlfriend and call her a cunt is stupid.
For no reason at all.
But
unless you're talking to Paul McCartney.
Well, yeah, exactly. A one-legged one at that. But to blast somebody, the woman just for being there is panic move. But to be vulgar because that's what you want to do is different.
No, I agree with you there. But the guy turns around, and all he had to do, he didn't have to force himself to try to be funny, take it out on someone that was not being roasted.
Right.
You're roasting me. Don't roast that guy over there. I can do it because I am going to be roasted. I can turn around and say, go after his remarks and say what this man says to me is what Pat does this. Now I'm going to turn to myself, oh, really? When I get up, I'll say this. That's a roast. But when I go into the audience who has nothing to do with it, the only thing I ever did, that they still talk about it. What's her name was in one of the rows there? The girl that was ran away with a gun with the
Patty Hearst. Patty Hearst.
And she's sitting in the front row, and I go, honey, Pat, so nice to see you. We know you did it.
Yeah.
And there was and the fucking place rocked.
Yeah, of course. You gotta laugh at that.
I backed away.
But that's a celebrity being in the audience. That's a famous person. That's fair game. I mean, they're showing up in a roast.
I agree,
that's fair game.
But I generally don't like to go in to the audience. I like to see it up here. Mm-hmm. And I tell people the secret of a roast is pay attention what you can't say. And they go, what do you mean? I said, they're going to say this about that one, this about that one. You know you can't say it. What? What if you ain't got enough? Go after somebody else on that fucking dais. Mm-hmm. But just keep going. So they want 5, 6, 7 minutes. If you can't hold 5, 6, 7 minutes, and I seen Milton Berle, and I've done it with the biggest, get up and tell this particular comic, stop. You didn't do your homework. What gives you the fucking right?
Nice.
He said, what gives you the fucking right to stand up with great talent? Now sit down and shut up. The guy was never on a roast again. And I told him, I try to tell you, stay the fuck off. You got trouble whispering. You got trouble spitting. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. I want to be on a roast. I'm going to be on a roast, all right? Roast the chicken, you stupid fuck.
Who is the comic?
I don't want to tell you. None of your business.
Who is the comic that yelled at you on Howard Show?
Huh?
Who is the...
Oh, no, I don't know. There was 3 young guys. Nice guys. I didn't put the guy down. I wasn't mad at him. But my lady said, you got to forgive him because he panicked and he didn't know. And,
right.
And I tell you, Gary Delabate said, he grabbed him. He said, let me tell you something. You see why this man's great? He knows when to sweat. And he said, he didn't mean it. I said, the man didn't mean it because he didn't know what the fuck to do. I said, now, if you're going to be in a state of panic, don't go in that hallway. You don't belong. Don't go on a dais if you don't belong. He gets up there, says, I belong, fine. Now you're going to have to put your fucking nickels down. And we've had some great stars who had trouble.
You know, there's a lot of pressure for you guys now.
Absolutely.
Because Pat, what Pat is talking about, he's being roasted on Friday at the Friars Club. We're all invited. And I get to just sit there. And Jimmy will actually be roasting Pat Cooper, one of the many guys roasting you.
Get Pat some
I'll
water.
ask my friend for some water.
It's unopened. Unopened.
It could be open. Anyone that eats pussy, I like to drink with.
Who do you think is...
See? Hey, that's ad-libbing. That's using your comedic fucking mind. That's when it comes natural.
Right.
That's why when a young shit-ass 30-year-old tells me you're going to go into Caroline's, I say, first of all, go to fucking school and learn your craft. You don't go to a butcher and grab the knife and I'm a fucking butcher. Go to school and find out who Pat Cooper is. Don't ask me for a tape, you sick fuck. I said, I want a tape of you. What do you want a tape of me for? I want to know what the fuck you do, you scumbag. I said, how dare you work for Caroline's? And he hung up on me. Now, Caroline, I don't nothing against Caroline. Caroline doesn't even know comedy. Caroline is an periodical producer of comedy. She stays home and hopes she gets laughed and give a fucking laugh. Don't matter. We're under the hammer every fucking time we go out. I'm 78. How many fucking hammers hit me over the head? So there you go. But I respect my fellow comedian. And I'm not looking to say I hope he fucking bombs. I come on, so listen to me. You want to do something? Take that out and maybe put that in. It might help you. I don't know.
Who do you think's a great roaster over the years? Who's really good up there?
A great roasters was the guys like
Rickles.
You know something? No.
Don Rickles, no?
When you say great roaster. Because Don Rickles, and I told this to Don, in fact, it was roast. We were doing Bob Newhart, and he was the one emceeing the show. And it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? It just because he can't say the Mexican over there, the guy over there. I said, when the fuck do you talk about the days?
Yeah.
So, but he decided, well, I'm not the guy. You all got to do it. So we all roasted Bob Newhart. I tell you, guys like Burr were one of the greatest ones. I did a Dean Martin roast, not the ones on television.
Dean Martin had to be one of the best.
No, but not on... No, I never did his television show. I'm talking... Was Dean Martin, Sinatra, Tommy Lasorda? I'm talking heavyweights when no girls were allowed. And what's her name? The comedian there. She's about 90 years old, but I don't know.
Phyllis Diller?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
She came in dressed as a man. It's a true story.
That's funny, though, man.
No,
God bless
I think
her.
it was great.
All right, good.
But they nailed her. And they had to leave her out there. Now you're talking about stalkers. You're talking about the guy that lived to be 90 years old, Gracie Allen and
George Burns.
I mean, you're talking about Fat Jackie Lennon. You're talking about Henny Youngman. This is not pointing at him to be those kind. But this is where my expertise came from watching these fucking guys on the roast. I mean, they had writers.
I'm with you because the Dean Martin roast that they show on TV all the time, and you can get the DVDs. They're just amazing, and I see a lot of these roasts on Comedy Central. And some of the guys they're really good at, but a lot of them are like,
But
they got to learn from the.
Did you know that Dean Martin roast? A lot of them were never in the same room.
What do you mean?
Really?
Now I'm going to teach you something.
I love when you teach us something.
Did you know that Don Rickles,
when he's roasting,
was told to come down to the studio, and they had pictures of James Stewart, pictures of Johnny Carson, and they just framed that.
Get the fuck out of here. So they have a close-up of just Don Rickles. So
not only Don Rickles, a lot of them, then they would turn around and try to get them all one day and just take that one, maybe 30 seconds and show them. But a lot of them did it.
Holy shit, are you kidding me? So they have a close-up. I know you're not kidding me. It's just an expression. Relax. Don't jump down my throat. We're having a conversation here.
I'm worried about his throat.
No, I want to follow you here. So they got a close-up, but those guys aren't even on
all the time. But what they did is they say,
some of these guys.
Let's assume say Don, I can't make it. So now they got Bob Hope there, so they inserted Don into that whole
into the set.
Right. So, but a lot of people didn't know that.
No clue until today.
In fact, his producer even said it when they were interviewing him. That's tough. That's tough. So this is what but they can edit everything and make it look.
So what are you trying to say with that? It's easier to do what they were doing in the old days because the people they were roasting weren't there?
Well, let me put it this way: if you fuck up, they do it again.
I got you.
Hello. So a guy said, well, geez, I didn't like what I said. But erase that. Try again.
Because it takes a certain amount of balls to actually, beat up these guys right in front of their face. So it would probably be easier if you're alone on set by yourself and they're going to throw in the laugh tracks and the long shots of everyone laughing on the dais. It seems like it would be easier to beat someone up, right?
The Friars roast is the true roast. And particularly now with youngsters coming along who should look at the old roast and see what it's all, because a lot of them buy material, which is nothing wrong with that. We got guys in the roast that go, I'll give you 3 lines, give me $1,000. I says, I'll tell you, I'll give you 19 for nothing, you asshole. I don't need none of them. But guys need it. So what happens is, they turn around and they write something. Guy gives them the $1,000 or $500. I'm not against these writers getting paid. Never works. Because the writer doesn't know what's inside. This gentleman knows what's inside him.
Yeah, Jimmy doesn't use writers.
No, but I'm bringing, he knows what's inside him. He knows where I can swim and where I can't swim. A lot of them go, I can do that. I said, no. So in other words, if somebody gives you a knife, you can open a head.
So
Right?
I have a feeling you're going to be cracking some skulls on Friday.
No way.
You're going to jump up and beat some of these comedians up.
No, if they can't take it, get the fuck off. That's
a lot of pressure for these guys.
It's no pressure.
No pressure.
It's no pressure because they accept it. They accept it. And the worst thing to do is, one second, don't rehearse it. You can't rehearse a fucking roast. They're in front of the mirror. I know what time I'm back. I'm going to tell you what Paco was such a cocksucker. He's a motherfucking cocksucker.
The worst part of a roast is when the audience gets uncomfortable with the comedians brutalizing each other. They get uncomfortable with what we're comfortable with, which is shitting on each other. And the MC has to kind of let them know it's okay, we're comfortable with this, and no one's getting their feelings hurt.
Nothing's worse than watching a comic get up there though, and the first couple of jokes they throw out just bomb, and you sit there and go, oh boy, now he's in trouble.
What if you tell the comic before he goes on? You say, look, come here, just in case, because I know the guy ain't gonna make it. I fucking know he ain't gonna make it. Just in case, you get up there and you go da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Say, it's been a pleasure. Get the fuck off. All right? Now I'm going to tip you off. Paul Schaefer. Remember Paul Schaefer?
Yep.
Paul Schaefer from the Letterman Show?
Sure.
All right? We're roasting Jerry Lewis last year. This guy comes in, they have a piano for him. This guy's as funny as fucking cancer. You understand? I'm so fucking insulted that this fucking guy had the balls to come on a fucking roasting Jerry Lewis, and he starts to try to tell a story. He was on 20 fucking minutes, and he's playing minute. I love Jerry loves me. And I'm saying, when the fuck does he get off? I go on after him. Because I'm last, okay?
Oh, shit.
Wait a minute. My opening line is, I want to thank you, Paul, for giving Jerry Lewis a chance to go to sleep. You fucking asshole. How dare you? Do I go in your fucking band and play? I stay out of that. That's what I'm trying to say.
You got to blame the Friars Club, though.
No.
Why would they have a guy like that in their fine establishment?
Club thinks he's
a celebrity,
like
he's got a
brains.
thing.
No.
They really think he could have pulled it off.
Well, they don't want to insult the guy.
No way. Tell him no. Like, you should be the president, whatever they need over there.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, boy.
It's a lot of politics involved also. We all know that.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea is there's no more guys of my age anymore. So these young guys are coming along who are great, and it's good for them to get up there and say, I got fucking balls. And, if you don't kill, but you survive, yeah, well, that's okay, too. Mentally, you go home and you say, something, that's with the big guys.
Right.
That really is the big guy. But to see Paul Schaefer, I said, get the fuck out of fuck. It's like me going into his fucking band and say, give me a kazoo. Because I think I can play
along.
And you know something? That's an insult because he didn't care about the fucking people wasting $10,000 fucking tables. And this guy comes up. That's why you get a puppet.
How's your blood pressure, Pat?
I have none. I died maybe.
Hey, is Jerry Lewis going to be there at your roast?
I don't. Jerry Lewis was taking cat naps. Not when I was on, because he wouldn't dare. See, Jerry Lewis wouldn't dare because I fucking glob him.
What's that about, though? Why would you sleep during your own roast?
Because he's not well.
Oh.
And if you remember, he had a mild heart attack going back to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry's not well. Jerry, in my opinion, is probably one of the geniuses of our business. And Jerry is 80-some-odd years old, has contributed so much. That kind of comedy is over. My comedy, I'm laughing because I'm getting involved with controversy and stuff. But,
You're talking about pussy more.
But you got to know when to quit. You got to know.
Yeah, that's got to be a hard thing, though.
That's the sad part.
Just leave, walk away. That's got to be hard.
They say to me, I got a job for you in Utah. I said, listen to me. I love Utah. Me and the Mormons don't understand each other. I ain't going. That's the end of it. I don't go on a stage where I know I don't have a chance. It's ridiculous.
Do you accept any gigs?
Huh?
You got the guy from Caroline's, you tell him to go fuck himself.
He says no a lot.
Utah tells him, no, I'm not going there.
Because the guy that's booking Caroline's or the girl don't do their homework. They say, what does Pat Cooper do? I said, tell him I clean fish. What the fuck do I do? You sick fuck. What do you do? How dare you insult me? First of all, how about manners for an adult? How about a young punk saying, Mr. Cooper, you know, but don't tell me what do you do, you little asshole. Go to school and learn about comedy. Who's Milton Berle? Who's Groucho Marx? Who's all these guys? And learn why they became successful. Don't sit there and say, I'm booking acts now. Book your mother. Book your mother, you sick fuck.
Out of the young guys, who do you like? It seems like you're...
But I saw a mob the other day.
Well, give us a few names. Like, who do you like out there, Pat? You're like a legend.
You're not the district attorney. Come on.
I'll turn your fucking mic off.
Let me explain something. I go past Caroline's the other day.
District attorney.
I go past Caroline's the other day.
You need me, because I can just do that.
I don't need shit. You know what I do for a hobby? I rehearse dying. How's that fucking grab you? So, let me tell you something.
Yeah, go ahead.
I went past Caroline's the other day.
All right.
There was had to be 100 comics there. Trying out
for what?
To get into the festival.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
The big New York Comedy Festival.
Now, I must tell you this. Every one of them looked the same. There was not one guy who looked neat and clean with a fucking jacket and a fucking tie. I says, this is the same picture. They're all coming in to do 2 minutes. The only guy I understand went with a fucking thing was a guy with an Indian cap on. He went there, he got 2 minutes. But as far as the young guys, I know this gentleman. When I met him, we did Colin Quinn show, and we have great shows at Colin Quinn.
Sure.
But I don't get a chance to see, like Sarah Silverman. She's probably great. I never saw her. You know, I never saw a lot of the guys on Saturday night, because most of the times I'm working, and then I forget about it.
You know, you do bring up a good point, because I do see a lot of comedy, and you see a lot of young comedians that are, like, playing the role of a comic. You know what I mean? They got the look, they got the lines, they're very rehearsed, but it's like, I think you got to be true to yourself.
You know who's overrated?
Who?
Lou Black.
Lewis?
I think he's overrated. I don't think he's funny.
I say young guys.
That's my opinion. That's my opinion. I saw him on a couple of specials. I'm saying, Jesus Christ. I said, I don't know. To me, he's not funny. This guy's funny. No, I'm not. I don't dislike Louis. If he likes what I don't like what I say, fuck him. I'm not worried about it. I want to understand. Not everybody likes me. Not everybody likes everybody.
So what's your advice to the young comedians?
Quit.
To be true to yourself, though? Or, you know what I mean? Like, you could see the difference. We have a lot of comedians that come in here, okay? We know the guys that are actually naturally funny, and some of them have a funny act. There's a big difference. And then some of these guys...
It's called mechanics.
Mechanics? Okay, I don't know the terminology.
Nothing wrong with that.
So what would you say to young comedians? What not to do?
Do your homework.
In what way?
Don't worry about, and he'll know it because he's been in that era. Don't worry about, I don't go on first anymore, I'm second hole or third hole. I said, how about honing your craft? The fuck you worried about if you go on first, second, or third? You're a baby. You're a small little kid yet. You're learning. Fuck when you go on second or third. Let the guy who wants to go on third, let him worry about it. You learn, because automatically they'll say, come here, you're going on close. You're a fucking strong guy. But they're all fighting. When I hear a comic go, I'm funnier than him. How the fuck he's on television? Guys, it's because you're stupid. You're worried about who's funnier than me and funnier than me. That's me while you're cleaning spittoons, you asshole. Do your homework. Learn out there. If this young man can teach you something, go. This is a great business, but we're in a dangerous business. Comedy is the toughest fucking thing in show business. Even opera, which is supposed to be tough, don't come near comedy, because we got to get laughs every couple of seconds. When you start to see a guy get laughed every 5 minutes, trains are going fucking by. You understand?
Yeah.
This is what's happening. Comedy has changed. Music has changed. I pass the hat on to these young guys who are wonderful. Don't put nobody down, but I can smell when a guy... My dentist.
Right.
Will you do me a fucking favor? Drill the fucking teeth. Will you drill the fucking... No, I got to tell you a story. You tell me one more fucking story. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't want to hear about it. Hey, Pat, let me tell you. I'm going to start to do stand. Sit down. Or I go someplace else. I don't want to fucking hear about you. You got no fucking talent.
Hey, Pat, I got to ask you, where do you get your balls from? Be serious for a moment. Where do you get these big fucking balls from? Like, I'll tell you why I respect you. You're one of the only guys that didn't kiss Howard's ass, and you were still able to come back many, many times. And that was so refreshing to hear.
But I come in here with respect. I don't dislike you two guys.
No, I don't think that at all.
I like him.
No,
I
and I'm not even. It's not. All I'm saying is, like,
I got it since I'm a kid.
You're not worried about how you're going to be. Perceived. I love that in you.
Listen to me.
But where does it come from?
Listen to me. When you can tell your mother and father, cut the shit. Don't you dare do that to me. I'm a fucking human being.
Right.
Why should I worry about saying about other people? Why should I say, hey, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, but it's rare. You don't see a lot of guys like you.
No, honesty,
you take on everybody and you're like, you know what? If this fucks my career, who gives a shit?
Honesty is a curse. You can't be honest because they don't want to hear it. Woman says, tell me the truth, Pat. Am I heavy? You're fat. You're not fucking heavy. Will you do me a favor? Stop swallowing. How the fuck can you stay skinny if you turn around and don't shit? You must shit. You must go on and pee. When you pee, you are the luckiest person. I know guys, multimillionaire, Pat, I'll give $1 million if I can pee. Give it to me. Mm-hmm. They don't understand what's the value.
So you've always been like this?
Listen to me. I've been asked to leave school. Not because I'm disrespectful. When a teacher would say, well, this, I said, no, I can't do that. You're going to do it. I said I can't do it. Are you fucking stupid? I can't do it. Next, out the fucking door.
Did he get in a lot?
Now, they thought my father took me to the doctor, and they put a stethoscope on my head. Because they thought I was fucking nuts. Because nobody in an Italian family ever spoke out of turn. My father threw you through the fucking window. My mother beat up Marciano. My mother hit you, jab you. My mother break skin. So when you turn around and you say you're not going to do that to me no more, and if you do, I'll fucking wreck all he is, then they back away. They say, his kids, they don't say he may have a point. We're burying this fucking guy. No, they look at his order. He's a retard. He has some retardation. I said, spell the fucking thing. Can you spell retard? So what the fuck you telling? You lay your bricks, lay your fucking bricks. I was a bricklayer for 12 fucking years. The world's fucking worst. An Irish guy on my right, an Irish guy on my left. I got a child about 6 feet long. I buried the two of them in 1 hour. They quit. I hit them with more fucking cement. There were 2 Irish statues there. And I lost the fucking job. The guy says, my father said, can you pay attention? I don't like to lay fucking bricks.
Did you get in a lot of fights?
I never raised my hand to anybody intentionally. Wow.
I would just think a few people get in your face, though.
Well, I won't mention names. One guy at the Friars came toward me.
Henny Youngman.
And I said to him, so a buddy of mine went in front of him.
That's pretty funny.
I says, you lay your hands on me, I'll fucking own you. You don't hit me. Nobody hits me. You got a problem with me? We sit down, and if I'm wrong, I'll climb a mountain to tell you I'm sorry. But don't you fucking bully me with your full fistcuffs. And any guy that ever want to bully me beats up their wife. Anyone beats up their wife. That's a bully. Trust what I tell you. So when you get these guys go, you don't like your attitude. A lot of neck movement. Fuck your neck and fuck your attitude. I sat with some of the greatest gangsters in the fucking world, man. Sitting with John Gotti, sitting with Sam Gravano. And I went in there and says, John, you ever fuck with me again, this is over. You hear? Now sit down. Sam Gravano's going, who are you? None of your fucking business who I am. John knew it was a joke. They knew it. Because when John asked me to do his daughter's wedding, I did it. Not because he forced me. It was my plan. So when you kid a guy, I know when to stop. Oh, I know the fucking line.
You better.
I know the
Jesus
fucking line.
Christ, you better.
Yes. But I haven't found the line yet. And no one's ever, once in a while, guy said, I'm going to beat you, I'm going to put that. I said, listen to me. By the time you put my tongue through my ass and my tongue on my nose, it'll already be out of fucking breath, you stupid bastard. Just sit down and discuss what's wrong. You're a fucking asshole, and that's the end of it. You think, who the fuck you are? I say, ain't nobody. This gentleman here sees me on the street. Your dad a couple of weeks ago. I see him, happy to see him. How you doing? I respect him. I respect them. I respect you two guys. Whatever you did in the past, I laugh. I say, that's balls. That's great. How do you get attention? You do something, you go against the grain. So I've been going against the grain all my life. Why the fuck are they roasting me? I'm no big name. They got bigger names.
No, it's going to be a great roast.
But
it's because you're a great roaster, and you'll go up at the end and just shit on everybody, and it'll be funny. A lot of times they roast people who aren't funny, so when they go up at the end and they have to roast everybody back, they suck. So they want to roast a comedian who can roast, because at the end you're going to go up and fucking blast everybody, and that's the way to close the show.
And another thing I say, I'm 78 years old. They say, Pat, can you get up at 4 in the morning and do this show? I get up. Because to me, that's important. You never know who's listening on the other side. You never say, well, he's not a big radio guy. Or he's not a small. You do it. I tell some guys, I got to get up. It says, geez, the guy wants me there at 3:30. Get up. Who the fuck are you? The guy's asking you to do his radio show. Well, you know, if it was Larry King, excuse me. And Larry King, I understand.
You want to do the Than and Sam show?
Who? I'll do anybody's show. Why not? Hey, listen to me. Why not? I did Judith Reagan yesterday. I told you. I'm still doing it.
Hey,
I don't do Letterman no more because Letterman doesn't like me. Because Letterman, when I said to Letterman, he says, "What do you do for a hobby?" I said, "I rehearse dying," and I kept telling him, "It's for pleasure to die." He didn't know how to fucking handle it. He didn't know how to handle it, and I said, "This is my last." I was there 3 times. This is the last. But that's okay. I'm not angry at Letterman. God bless him. He did great. He's there for 25 fucking years. Now Leno's sweating. He's there 14 years. They may push him for Conan O'Brien. Who gives a fuck?
They are pushing him for Conan O'Brien, but Leno's like, fuck that, and he's already looking to go somewhere else. He doesn't want to leave. It's turning out.
If they turn around and let Leno go, how do you turn around and you let a guy that's batting 500? Give me a fucking break. I mean, that's terrible.
They're going to push him out.
Conan O'Brien is not... maybe 11:30 till 12:30. He may not be that. There's nothing wrong with him. He may not be that. But somebody says, I think that's the future. How about fucking today? And don't worry about who you're going to fuck 10 years from now. You may not get a hard on. They don't understand that. So you're dealing with guys who are in business trying to make a great movement. So we push Leno out.
And he's number one in that time slot. That's what's fucked up about it.
Listen, before Leno goes...
So what does Leno do?
Well, Leno doesn't want to leave that. Leno would rather sleep in that chair. And Leno has proved that. He don't take a day off. He doesn't... And still
does his gigs on weekends?
Absolutely.
He's insane.
So he's a guy that's a winner. What the fuck? If it ain't broke, why are you trying to fix it? So you want to push Conan O'Brien in. Nothing against Conan O'Brien. He's not already guaranteed he's going to do exactly what Leno did. In my personal opinion, before Leno, I thought Letterman should have been the guy. But that's only my opinion. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Letterman proved me wrong, and meanwhile, Letterman proved me right also. He's excellent. So what the fuck you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
What happened? I lost you there.
You lost a lot.
Both excellent. All right, we're gonna take a break. Pat Cooper, we got the big roast.
Whenever you want me to go, let me know.
Stay.
I'm serious.
Stay. Sit down.
What time you off the air?
At 11.
You're doing that long?
Yeah.
Should cut it down to 10:30.
Tell us about it.
Well, Pat said we have to go home at 10:30. We're going home at 10:30 today. We're doing
it down to 10 like human.
Are you going to the roast?
Yeah, we're going to be on the dais. We're not allowed to talk because we're not comedians, like you said. So we'll sit there and watch.
Listen, don't get in stuff. I don't recognize you. Not I'm brushing. It's just that I got a bad fucking memory sometimes.
Pat, let me tell you something, though. Aunt and I don't go out much, so this is a big thing for us. We usually say no to everything.
Because you're on 4 o'clock in the fucking morning.
That's one of them, but we usually don't go to these things.
Why did you do one show? Why do you have to do 2 fucking shows?
Because we're like Jay Leno. We're stupid.
You're not like Jay Leno. You're not selfish. You're not compared to Jay Leno. You're in your own boat.
No, we don't want to put all our eggs in one basket with this business.
I think it's
got
wonderful.
A company merging. You got company that you can't say the N-word anymore. You can't do this. You can't do that.
Well, that's another thing.
So we don't know where our careers are going. There's a merger going on. Mel Karma's a big Howard fan, not a big fan of ours because what we did to Howard, so we don't know if we're going to be part of the merger.
You did nothing.
Thank you, Pat. Exactly.
I told
Why don't you go tell Mel that?
Yeah. You know what I
told Howard that?
You know what I told him? I'll tell you what I told Howard.
And what's up with the dentures with
Howard? I said, Howard, you want to know the truth? You made them bigger. You didn't hurt them. Because when they're he's screaming at you, he elevated you guys. That's why Opie and Nancy, why is they fight? Sometimes Pat, a great fight like that makes you bigger.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to say something here. Like, I tried to get a little serious moment out of you, but I couldn't.
All right, go ahead.
I couldn't accomplish about it. But I will tell you this. Howard Stern played right into our fucking hands. Okay. Right into our fucking hands. We were the small guys in New York, and we're like, how do you get attention? You go after the big dog, right. and you can't be scared to go after the big dog. You can't go after the big dog and in a pussy way. You got to go right at him.
But
and
why do you say that about me? Then you know I'm right.
You're absolutely right. You just said something that made me think of something. Okay. I'm giving you props. That's exactly. I will give Howard props for making us bigger, but he was stupid to play right into our hands. That's exactly what we were going for.
I said, listen,
we knew we had the talent, but we also knew we needed to get attention out there, like you said.
Right.
And that's what we did. We're like, Howard, in his backyard, we go after him. And we did.
Well,
and he played into it.
You know, the old story.
Because he couldn't take it, and we're like, well, as he's not taking it, he's making us bigger.
Well, don't you know the old story? When you go after the big guy, you get attention. You can't go after the guy that nobody knows about.
Exactly.
That's the way it is. But you know something? It's helped both of you.
Of course.
So what's the big deal? Because I said, Howard, we're not going to be here forever. So if they're the new guys, that's the next plateau. Who gives a fuck?
Right.
I mean, I'll finish. He's the next generation.
If he stops talking about big pussy lips, though.
I didn't mean that to hurt his feelings.
No, I'm not hurt.
Because he doesn't look like he has any feelings.
Pat's an old school guy. We have a different take on certain things. Shit. No, my feelings are not hurt. No.
All right, listen, we're going to take a break.
I'm happy he liked the rest of the special. I'm actually impressed that Pat enjoyed some
honestly,
of it.
They're supposed to play it again. They're supposed to play it again. Eh?
They will.
Give him a DVD. I don't have mine today. I would hand you mine. I would get another copy. Yeah. Give Pat Cooper your DVD, Jimmy.
I don't think he wants it. He's a busy man.
He's watched your whole special. He sat down and watched it.
He was just too tired to get up.
It was only one play.
Are you selling that where you work?
Not yet. The DVD deal they gave me is not that good.
Dangerous area.
What?
Selling where you are.
What?
Because you're asking the audience who say pay $50 to see you, then you want to say $20 for your album as they're walking out the door. Now you're asking the people to pay $70 to see you. Mm-hmm. And I think it looks amateur night when you're standing there, like the Smothers Brothers. They sell wine, they sell yo-yos. I says, I don't know what you sell pussy next, for Christ's sake.
You've never seen
the fuck is this, a fucking, what's this, a mall?
You've never seen a bigger amateur. I fucking stand there and whore anything. I'll fucking park your car if you want to pay me.
That's all right. Nothing wrong with that.
But Jimmy gives the personal touch. We give the personal touch. I think that's important when you have a fan base.
I think it's very important.
I'm serious.
But I don't like to go out in the fucking lobby and stand there and start saying, hey, pay my fucking album. You want my album? You want my shit? Go on the fucking computer and get it. If you don't, who the fuck cares? Because I'm not into that. I gotta sell. I seen guys sell out. I tell you everything. I seen a guy come off the show sweating like a bastard, running in the lobby so the people don't run out there.
Like a carnival barker.
I got him with me screaming at people as they walk out, buy something.
Okay, now, then you gotta worry. Listen to me. Here's the old trick. If you buy, say, 50,000 of your albums.
Yeah.
Okay, that's registered that you bought 50,000 of your albums. Now you claim you only sold 10,000 albums. The government says, where's the other 40?
They're coming after those guys, right?
What? The guy in Brooklyn bought 10,000 boxes, the pizza boxes. And he said he only sold 3,000.
Is this true?
They said, where's the other fucking boxes?
Is that really true?
They're counting the boxes.
Oh, shit.
That's a good way to get them.
No, you got to be careful.
Oh,
you gotta
shit,
be careful,
man.
right? He said, what to talk? I'm making 3,000 a piece.
Right.
He said, but how come you bought 10,000 boxes?
Oh, shit.
He says,
Really?
That's
funny.
That's
Let's come down to that.
Italian. He started talking Italian.
Yeah, we understand.
Oh, that is funny.
Because there's a bill of lading. Pat Cooper bought 10,000 of his albums. If he sold 5,000, that's all I saw. Where? That you show in the closet, there's the other 5,000.
You better show him the other 5,000.
They got you by the fucking ball.
No kidding. All right, listen, we got to take a break. We want your take on Imus after the break. I'm sure you got something on that.
Fuck him.
Fuck Imus, really?
Fuck him again.
All right, we'll talk about that.
Fuck him again.
All right, we'll talk.
Fuck him again.
All right, we'll talk about it after the break.
Not a nice man. Fuck him again.
All right, we need
fuckings.
Yeah, we need a tease. Pat Cooper's got something to say about Imus.
Fucking nerve.
All right, we'll talk about that. What are we promoting, by the way, as we go to break?
We promoting something?
Friars roast on Friday, but we don't have to promote that.
I think that's sold out, actually.
Any gigs, anything, Pat? What do you got?
Any gigs?
Barbecue sauce you're selling? What do you got?
I don't hear you.
Are you doing any gigs? Any gigs coming up?
Yeah, put the headphones back on.
I don't know.
Nothing.
You don't have to.
I don't want to plug nothing.
He's just hanging out.
Wow, geez.
I really don't know this.
The roast Friday.
You must really like us then.
Nah, I don't give a fuck.
We got some audio from the Tonight Show appearance.
Opie and Anthony.
It's great.
They're like the hottest guys on radio.
Wow, that's really nice.
Really nice. Opie and Anthony Show on XM Satellite Radio.
It starts with an O&A plug before headlines.
Opie and Anthony Show on XM Radio.
Very nice.
Tested. Leno approved.
They plugged us like 3 times last night on the show.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
The hottest show there is. Hottest show there is.
Sent albums to the prison. Why?
Welcome. It's 10:09. Imus in the Morning program. We have Pat Cooper in this studio, and apparently Pat Cooper tells me to go fuck myself.
You You notice how dead it became when he starts to talk?
Wow, he just set you up bad. Pat Cooper in studio. They're roasting him. The Friars is roasting him on Friday. And like I said, we don't do many of these public things, and we're doing this one because we think you're terrific, Pat.
Thank you.
And now we can get back to beating the shit out of each other, right?
No, I wouldn't beat the shit out of you. You know something?
Then what do you call what you just did for the last hour?
You're allowing not everybody to do what I do. Because I've heard you many times, a lot of things did not come off who try to do what I do. I can't do what this gentleman does, so I don't do it.
Good, you won't catch any diseases.
Yeah. Well, listen.
Yeah, he takes a log on his chest every once in a while. You know.
Listen, he's on his way. I'm telling you that.
We all know that.
And if he's not on his way, then I don't know comedy.
We all know that.
And to respect the man is to go over and give him a hug and say, listen, just be careful, that's all. You got a shot, a fucking great shot, and it's nice to see that. You know what I mean? He's not a wise ass, he's not a come on to. He's always nice friend. When we did the Colin, when we did some ad-lib shit, that was hilarious, and he will tell you that. I mean, Colin,
Colin, it doesn't matter.
Colin's more appropriate.
That really doesn't matter.
We did some great shows together.
You would even say it doesn't matter anymore. It just.
So anyway,
what's your problem with Imus? That seemed a little real before the break.
Listen to me. The man don't tell the truth, number one. The man's a coward, number two. Number three, what he said worse than that. And worse than that crap. Stern has said worse than that. But he calmed down with his tail between his leg, and he went over to Hal Sharpton, and he said, I'm Tommy. And that other asshole who's a producer, McGurk, who likes to hit people, by the way. He thinks he beat up the sports guy that used to be on the show. They had like a legitimate fist fight.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Sid?
See, you're in a coma. You got to wake up.
No. I'll tell you.
You're in a coma.
No, he's had many different sports guys there, Pat.
No,
I'm going to defend myself.
The one guy that was there for quite,
Sid, okay.
Yeah, I'll beat you. They had a fight, but that's beside the point.
Okay.
So, now, I turn around and I said he says to me one day, Imus. He said, hey, you don't like Steve Sharippa? I said, he's a bully. What? I said, he's a bully. And I went on to tell you why he's a bully. Next week he has Steve Sharippa around, which is that right. Steve has a right to protect himself if I'm calling him a bully. And he said, well, you know something about me about that? I inherited him from Stern. Now I'm watching, listen to this. I'm ready to throw the shoe out. I say, you fucking liar. You piece of shit liar. Turn around, I'm in Vegas. 3 o'clock in the morning, they wake me up because he's doing a live thing from Vegas. So he's got to be on 6 o'clock in New York. I got up out of bed and do a show. I became one of his top guests. You understand? And all of a sudden, he decides who's right and who's wrong. What I'll call him means I want to bring Pat here so you can talk to Steve's face. You see? But he took a part, see? I was one of his best fucking guests. Then McGurk turns around over the air. He goes, well, where's Pat going? And I'm yelling to the set, you piece of shit. I've been there already. Where the fuck are you going? You don't belong. He tried to become a comic. He's as funny as shit. That's how funny he is. But... I said, you inherited me. Now I want to defend myself because Howard never told me not to come on this show. He never told me to go on Imus. Well, no one tells me what to do. But to tell me that you inherited me,
right.
First of all, he's not in any of your leagues. He's a boring old fucking man. And I got to tell you this, he's not a nice man. And the big protection is he has a ranch. His ranch is 3 ducks and a fucking cow, but he's got a ranch. So anytime they knock his brains out, he goes, well, I'm raising money for children. Why don't you raise money for your fucking brains and how to treat people? He's very evil toward people. He doesn't know class. He doesn't understand it. He's a fucking horseshit cowboy that hangs around New York and can't ride a fucking horse. That's the
And the biggest mistake he made was going on Reverend Al's show?
The biggest mistake he made was showing he's not a fucking man. But meanwhile, he's talking to political greats what they should and shouldn't do. He didn't stand up. And I got news to you. His radio show's going to go in the shitter. He'll never be the Imus of yesterday because everybody will tell you, you're a fucking dog.
Right.
Now, how he stood up to Sharpton and said, how dare you think that I said that? Fuck you, Al, and fuck your racist remarks. How about that? Now, you come on the air, and I'll tell you what I think here. And let me tell you, there are black people I don't like. There are Italians I don't like. But don't call me a fucking racist, you asshole.
Yeah,
but
see, that I agree with. That part I definitely agree with. The way he handled it was awful.
tail between his legs, the apologizing, the groveling, to the likes of Reverend Al Sharpton, who shouldn't be given credibility by anybody.
Did you read today's paper? Al says he's not sure yet if he's going to let him off.
Yeah, if he's going to allow him.
That enraged us. We talked about that yesterday.
Yeah, he wants to hear from Citadel and ABC what it is, if there's things in his contract that'll keep him from saying bad things. Since when is Reverend Al involved in his contract, other people's contracts?
Reverend Al is a bully. That's what it breaks down.
He's a racist, a separatist. Yeah. He's one of the worst. He is like the opposite of he's the black side of what the Ku Klux Klan is.
I tell you, and I'll bet my life on it, there are African Americans that don't like this man.
Oh, yeah.
That he's hurt the goddamn culture. He's hurt the culture.
We've heard that from a lot of black people.
Got to be ashamed of himself.
Pat, he doesn't make a living unless there's hatred between the races. So he keeps it going. He keeps the heat on. He keeps race baiting and throwing out his racist remarks. And the guy is making a living doing it.
It's got to hit him in the ass sooner or later because people...
Why are we one of the only shows that call out Al like that? Most of these guys haven't said shit about the Imus thing and Reverend Al.
Oh.
Everyone's
man.
Everyone's afraid of Reverend Al now.
Like, comedy, we know radio. And a lot of these radio show hosts, they just fucking were too scared to, speak their mind about this whole thing.
I'm going to tell you why. They have no character, and they have no fucking dignity. They'll give up their fucking radio. What are you, crazy? Give up my radio from, they say, $2 million a year and have a guy dump on me?
Then we're insane,
how do you how do you look at your children? How do you look at your family? $2 million, shove it up your ass, I'll shove a garbage. You're not going to do that. My dignity is my life. That's all I got. I have my dignity. What the fuck you doing to my dignity? I went on Tom Snyder, and I went after about half a dozen fucking entertainers. They said, you're going to lose your job. You're not going to do comments. I raised my price 1,000, you asshole. Don't tell me what to do. So Tom Snyder says, you sure you know what you're doing? In case you didn't hear me the first time, Tom, I'll say it fucking again. And I said it again. Next day, my wife calls me, God love her soul. She goes, Pat, what's the matter with you? Why are you going crazy? I'm not going crazy. Fuck him. She goes, what? Fuck him again. She goes, why you say that word? You don't need the word. Fuck him, fuck him, fuck him. You understand? And she turns around, she goes, a year later, my wife walked down the street. All right? And they said, are you Pat Cooper's wife? She says, what a man I married. That was worth everything I have today. What a man I married. And I'm not a tough guy. I don't fight nobody. But I say what's on my mind. So if I'm wrong, you say you're wrong. Okay, fine.
Right.
We all. But to be wrong is wonderful. That's how you learn.
Well, it's scary what radio is becoming because now you got to think about being nice on the radio. We talk about this all the time as well. Like,
yeah, why you got to be nice?
Like what?
People have to be nice to every. If you don't like somebody, you should be able to get
Bob
on the
Grant,
air
who's
and
a friend
say,
of mine. Bob Grant,
we love Bob Grant.
He cried when they called him a racist. He cried on the air. He said, "I'm not a racist." Yeah. I says, "I called him." I says, "Bob, you don't have to cry. What the fuck you crying for?
You can act like a man.
I said,
what's the matter with you?"
So he gets fired. And he goes to another program, and finally he retires. Now I understand he's back again. I love Bob.
Let it be known, he was at a radio station a few years back. Ant and I couldn't run fast enough down the hall to meet that man.
I want to meet him.
We love that guy.
Absolutely.
The shit he used to say back in the day. You want to talk about balls?
Thank you.
You want to talk about balls? Like holy shit!
But he never came back from that. From that whole episode.
Well, you know why?
Well, he was getting older too, though. You know.
You know why he cried? He was terribly hurt to think that people would think that of him all the years he's been on that radio. Why would you? In other words, if I said one thing, that's the end of my career.
Mm-hmm.
But then he got hired from another station.
Well, that's what we're faced with.
But it was never the same.
No, it wasn't.
We're faced with that. One thing could get you kicked off the radio.
Oh, you could get your job back, but then they'll put all kinds of rules on you that you can't say this and that and the other thing. And now it's not even just the FCC. It's the company itself tells you, don't talk about this racial group, don't talk about the blacks, the Asians, the Jews, don't talk about this. And then you're left with nothing.
All right, I'm in the shopping mall. And I said to the woman, I says, are they on sale, these pants? Are they on sale, these pants? And she rings a bell. And another guy comes over, and she's talking to the guy in her native tongue. God bless him. And I says, you got to learn English. Please, Mother of Jesus, learn fucking English. I don't want the fucking pants. You understand? Fuck the sale and fuck the pants. Another guy comes over. I said, 3 fucking guys. What, you got 3 interpreters here? I don't want the fucking pants. The guy, ma'am, sir, what seems to be the problem? When the fuck you gonna speak English? The fuck is wrong with you people? It's an insult to my culture. It's an insult to America. Don't give him the fucking job. I don't give a fuck what you said. Speak fucking English.
If you're dealing with the public, you should be able to speak English.
Come
Simple
on.
as that.
But nobody was this one.
Simple as fucking
You're
that.
offending. I said,
Right.
fuck them.
Yeah.
Go back where you came from. This is my country. I go to Italy. I try to speak Italian. Whatever. Make a lot of neck movement. At least I'm trying. At least I'm fucking trying. These people, they need the job. I mean, when I see a guy with a turban in the car and he speaks, yes, sir, may I, what can I, take me to 39 cents to a thank you. And I look and I see, you know something? I'm looking at an oil painting. I'm looking at India. What a fucking nice culture.
You want to kiss them.
And as a joke, I said, when'd you get that lanced? And he turns around and he goes, and this is the kicker. He goes, Mr. Cooper, I listened to you on Stern. And I said, well, thank you. He's recognized the voice. But, you know, at least he had a sense of humor. Now the guy pull a fucking knife and I'm dead.
Wait, there's a problem there. He used to listen to you on Stern. We inherited you from Stern.
I know you did.
You're like an heirloom,
I
a
never knew who
priceless
he was.
heirloom.
Hey, Pat, that was pretty clever on my part. You got to be honest.
Can I tell you something? You two guys, if you lose clever,
That's a bet.
you'll be Simonizing cars, trust me. You're very clever. You have reached a nice peak. Now, what I think is next, you got to go on the tube.
Mm-hmm.
That's the next thing.
Well, if we had a real agent, that would happen.
Well, you can't have everything. Look at you two guys. Who the fuck wants to be your agent?
That's true.
You got a job, but I'm saying that would be nice. Even if they play it a day later or something, it would be nice.
We've been yelling that for years.
You don't yell, because if you yell, you never get it. You got to just say, I don't want it.
Right.
You understand? Get the fucking cameras out of here.
And they'll be clamoring to get him in.
Yeah.
They even built this brand new studio that is perfect for a TV show.
Yeah.
A few cameras here and there.
It'll
Do
come.
a little something.
It'll
Something.
come.
We got a couple ideas.
I don't care. Know what you say? The very, very easiest thing to get on TV. I want to have a reality show. What? I want to show what life is all about. What's life about? Beating the shit out of the old lady. Beating the shit out of your kids. That's a reality show. But they all turn around, so wife swapping.
Yeah.
I like wife swapping and I can fuck his wife. I don't want wife swapping to come in my house and to clean my kids. That's wife swapping.
So
reality. I haven't seen a reality show. These assholes are going to the fucking jungle to win $1 million. I wouldn't go to Harlem. What the fuck am I going to go to fucking jungle? They want to make $1 million and become athletes. They climb in a fucking tree. Leave the monkeys alone. Who the fuck are you to tell the monkeys you can't climb that fucking tree? All of a sudden, this other guy, I live with the animals because you're a fucking animal. This other guy's in the water with the fucking crocodiles. Then he goes into the fucking cave and the goddamn bats are eating his hair. He goes, you gotta eat my hair because you're an asshole. What the fuck you doing in a bat cave, you sick bastard? Like talking to a wall.
So you're not a fan of reality shows, huh?
They're not reality. I'll give you a fucking reality show. Give me a half an hour. I don't want no props or nothing. I'll tell you what the fuck I think.
That would
That's
be
reality.
that would be an interesting show.
Yeah.
What do you think of Donald Trump?
I like Donald. I must tell you about Donald Trump.
Ooh.
Donald Trump.
This was just a
when
shot in the dark.
When he was ready to go bankrupt.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
He told everybody, kiss my fucking ass. I ain't gonna. And he stood by what he was. He's a big. He belongs with cement. He builds. That's his business. He makes money. Now, you read it today's paper. He gave $100 bills out so that they can turn around and buy his book.
Yeah.
All right. So he causes controversy. People say, I got a $10 bill. I got a $20 bill.
If you don't know the story really fast, he handed out $50 to everybody in this one area, so it looked like there was a crowd waiting to buy his book.
Right.
And then he came out in a limo, and they all had like fake signs like wrestling.
Oh, Jesus, really?
You know, like the fake wrestling signs?
He's a promoter. How the fuck you? You got to promote your show. You promote it. You understand? He promotes his way, and everybody promotes their own way. But but let me tell you something. They make too much of his hair. Whenever they roast him, every comic says,
I know, the same hair, Joe.
Get off of his fucking hair already. Leave it the fuck. That's all you can talk about is fucking hair.
So hack when because we saw his roast.
Well, barely.
Yeah, barely, because Voss got us the seats.
Pat, we don't rate. We were invited to the Donald Trump roast. We were in the boonies, like way in the back.
It was over at the Sheridan. They gave us seats at the Hilton.
You know how big Donald Trump was to us? He was this big, and I'm not even joking. This big. That's what we saw.
Well,
and it was hair jokes.
Invite him over here.
Oh, he's been on the show.
He's been
but now he hates us.
But then he doesn't like us, and I can't even tell you why.
We can't follow Donald Trump.
I can't even tell you why, because that's his new thing. Like, he just hates people. He'll get on and talk about how he does Rosie O'Donnell, and then he talked yesterday about Angelina Jolie. He doesn't like her. That's his new thing.
But
he just
that's
says,
okay. You know what it is? It keeps him in the papers. It keeps him to say something. So who is
smart.
he?
That's what he's doing. He's
Meanwhile,
promoting.
you hear the guy in where was it? Guatemala don't want to sell him the fucking land. Guy's got 290 fucking acres.
Scotland.
All right, so
he wants to build like a state-of-the-art, like I don't know,
$1 billion golf
So the
course.
guy
Is
says,
it $1 billion? That's what I was going to say, but that sounds
the guy
insane.
says, I ain't, my cows are more important, or my fucking ducks are more important. Fuck you. That's his privilege. So Donald says, I'm going to build on top, and I got that. What the fuck is that? What about the trees and the fucking ants and the things that have to run around and fly? What the fuck are we going to stop? Very soon there'll be never... You know, I like to see a fly once in a while. You can't go in the fucking bedroom. There's no more flies. They got this disinfecting. The fucking flies. They make the door, and then you... boom. And then I go there. I can't get a hard on, and I'm wondering why. Because I'm peeing in these fucking places, and that aerosol shit, and I'm saying... And my lady friend goes, what's that smell? You got some perfume? It's that shit that they're killing flies with. And I never see a fucking fly try to get on my balls so I can die. That's what it is.
Yeah, they get those little spray things in there, and you're breathing in insecticides.
We need that shit. We need flies. We need manure. We need that to grow things. Horse shit grows beautiful flowers.
So stop building. What about global warming?
Global, that was Al Gore. Oh, fuck. Fuck Al Gore. Al Gore knows as much about global warming. You understand? The only thing he knows is steam heat. He don't know about fucking up. Where does this man come off when you got great scientists who are in the fucking trenches, who are living on top of Mount Everest, who are freezing their balls off to find out why the fucking polar bear ain't fucking anymore? That's important. That's important.
Yeah.
What about the polar bear fucking? There's no more cubs. And what happens? There's too many seals. Who's gonna eat the fucking seals? So they get the Japanese, they get boats and they say, I'm seal meat. I don't fucking understand it anymore. Let life be the way it was. During the days of Columbus and the Queen Elizabeth there, nobody bothered. The trees were growing. People were farting. It was a contest. It was wonderful. Now we can't even fart. That's why you got cancer. They got bowel movement. Why can't you have cancer? I don't go take a shit in 3 days. Well, you got to take a burying. What's a burying? We put a thing in your fossil and then we loosen it up. You must go to the toilet at least once a day. Oh, yeah, but I don't. Why have I got pain? Because the corrosion is up your ass, ain't coming out. That's why you got pain. I'm not a doctor, but I'll tell you, that's the fucking problem. You must dump.
You got to shit once a day.
My father was like a fucking ballet. He got up at 6 o'clock in the morning, goes, what's in my paper? He closed the door, nobody coming in, and it was like you're gonna and he'd finished. And he turned around. You walked in there, you didn't smell now. You respected the next person coming there.
Well, how do you get rid of the smell?
My father said, no, they got garlic. They got to be fucking
garlic.
My father says, doing that is an art form. Remember, when you go to a doctor and he tells you how's your movement, he's interested. When he don't give a shit about that, then you got a problem. Right. You must get rid of all that. That's why I see how nice the horses, and they go. We're human beings. We have a fucking problem. You know why? We crossbreed food. I'm an Italian. All you should eat is Italian food. I eat Chinese food. The fucking ass locks. Because it's not used to Chinese food. That's why we're having pains and aches and people saying, geez, you're not a doctor. Why would you say that? That's common sense. Why do the Jewish people have bowel problems? They eat Chinese food every fucking Sunday, and then pastrami, and then they go into the Italian, and the intestines going, what the fuck is coming down here? What is coming down here? I had a fucking yen, I bought a pastrami sandwich, then I had some Chinese food. Well, that's why you got pains.
He has a way of simplifying everything, because if you really think about that horse thing, wow.
Yeah, horse will just shit anywhere. They don't care. They never. You never see a horse with a bowel movement.
If you watch a horse shit, it flows out real nicely.
Would you give a horse a steak sandwich? He would fucking die. He's happy to be in a barn, lifting his leg up, peeing his shit, and having some hay. He's a content fucking animal.
So you're saying, pasta, some meatball Parmesan heroes?
I eat Italian food 7 days a fucking week. once in a while, I'll hit the Chinese restaurants, and the first thing you got to do, the first thing you got to ask for is the hot oil. You have hot oil? Yes, we have a hot oil. Put the hot oil down there. Why? Just in case it obstructs my bowel movement. That'll fucking you'll start hearing trumpets. And I turn around and I have my little dish, a lot of vegetables, whatever there is there, poopy, pop, and then next day, and I get the call of the wild, and I go, and I'm happy. Because my wife died to 6 months, used to go once a week, and I tell her,
oh, cheese.
Oh, terrible. Well, cheese? Love cheese.
Oh, cheese.
I thought you said cheese. Anyway. But you know what I'm saying? And what happens is all that life, 71, 72 years old, she passed on. And, she suffered terrible with that. She had all kinds of things. I said, sweetie, it was hereditary. Her father had the same problem, mother. But when she would see me go 3 times in one day, she would cry. So how do you do that? I said, put my hands on the bowl, and I sit there, and I say, I ain't leaving it till I go. I don't give a fuck if you all burst. I gotta go. If I think I missed a day, and I read a paper, I read a magazine, I read the penthouse letters, try to get an erection. I try everything. That's the truth.
Just sit there until you're
Nothing
done.
moves. I took Viagra, stupid me, and it's not no lie. I take Viagra, and I'm in front of the mirror. So my doctor says, well, who'd you go with? I said, there was nobody but me. You're supposed to have a woman, you dumb fuck. So I swear it. I'm in front of the mirror, I'm saying, this thing don't even move. That's how dumb I am. So whenever you think somebody think I'm too smart, I'm fucking dumb. But you see, that's I want to get an erection naturally.
I want to, we're learning a lot today. We got to make sure we
want anything natural.
I told a girl, you want a manala twice? She goes, I don't like sauce on my meat. Look at my fucking problem. No, but I mean, all my life I had a natural. So now to start taking, I get things from Spain. Listen to this. They have a patch. You put the patch on your ass for 3 hours. I put it on my ass for 3 hours and went back to smoking. So what the fuck is that tell you? What the fuck does that tell you? So, nothing works. That means my father would say you are dead. Accept what the God told you. You have enough of fucking, and now go to work and shut up. Now you rehearse dying. That's what you do. You get ready.
So, we're learning a lot.
Yeah, very educational program.
We need flies.
Yeah, miss the flies. There's no flies around. He's right, too.
Why are you looking at your watch? What happened?
I have to look at my watch
what
because
happened?
Do you mind?
I thought we were having fun.
Do you mind? I want to see how long I'm on this fucking thing and who's paying the check
Oh,
here.
boy. I was going to say, we're going to get a bill.
No, you said 10:30.
I gave you an hour of funny.
You said 10:30.
All right, if you want to leave, leave.
No,
10:30.
you said 10:30, you sick fuck. I don't know what the fuck.
Treat this man with respect, Opie. Not your usual shenanigans.
I love Pat Cooper.
It's a paisan.
Always have.
You know what it is? You know what it is, Opie and Anthony? It's, someone said to me, that was a nice compliment, you're unique. So, and I would tell this, my friend here on my right, Jim Norton. To be different you'll last longer, I think. A girl today or a man today would sing with his finger in his nose, become a wealthy person. But if you sound like Pavarotti, you can't get a fucking job. That's how things have changed. But I accept that. I'm on my way out. I accept the way the comedy's going, the way the singing's going. I miss the Sinatra things, and I'm fucking deaf anyway. I can't hear shit. I'm deaf. I went for $14,000 for hearing aids. 14 fucking grand. I went to Minneapolis where these Starkeys, they're wonderful people. They do it for nothing. I said, what do I owe you? The guy says, nothing. Make a donation. I said, geez, you're kidding me. No, so I gave him $6 grand. They ran into the factory, made me another fucking hearing aid that I can't hear anyway. So I got 2 fucking hearing aids for $6,000. I still can't fucking hear. I can hear an ant fart. I can't hear my daughter talking to me. So there you are. Technology. We go to the fucking moon. We know all about humping and all about masturbation. We know about prophylactics. We know about sick fucking things. Me, I can't fucking hear. I'm on the plane, they're yelling, fire! I said, get me another drink. I can't hear shit. But I'm lucky. I can still murmur here. I don't know what the fuck you said, old this afternoon.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It does matter. It's important. These are important things when I leave this planet. When I leave the planet, you say, you want to talk about comedy? Here's a wacko for play this fucking guy. Because that's wonderful. That's wonderful. You donate to society and whatever you do. You donate to society, and if they remember you, fine. If not, fuck them. They're going to get crazy.
I think you'll go down in history being remembered as unique is a good word for it.
I like that.
Something that other people use other words for unique, but it depends on if they're your friends or not.
The only
but you're definitely unique.
The only thing I don't like is when you say something that's on your mind and the person you're saying it about wants to get physical. And I laugh at him. I says, I want you to hit me, you fucking asshole. You put your hands on me, I'll fucking own you. And maybe I'll kill you, too. How's that fucking grab you? And they look at you. Go ahead. Let's see. You want to give up your life for mine? Go ahead, you fucking asshole. Because that's not right. You got something to say, you sit down, you discuss it. I apologize. If I hurt you, I apologize. I'm not a nice man. And you're doing it. That's a fucking man.
You ever get clocked in the head?
My mother.
Oh, really?
My mother enjoyed hitting me.
Oh,
She thought it was better than cooking pasta. She says, my mother will go like this here. She goes, the next Thursday, I'm going to hit you. So this is Monday. I got to wait 3 fucking days.
Oh,
was I going to the fucking chair?
Oh, man.
She goes, today's a Tuesday. You have 2 more days. And then I come a Wednesday. And Thursday morning, I'm going to break your fucking head. She didn't say fuck. She said fuck.
Fuck.
Yeah, fuck you.
But she would beat you a little bit?
My mother was the greatest fighter I ever came up against. My mother would bite you. And in the summertime, I would wear long sleeves when I went to school. They said, ain't you warm? I said, no. I didn't want to show them the fucking bite marks. But, she would go, wouldn't bite me and bleed in me, but she would,
There's something about Italian women that with the biting, because I remember my mother, when she would get mad, so she wouldn't hit us, she'd put her hand in her mouth and go, oh! She'd go, oh! And until she had teeth marks and calluses on her fingers, because she would bite her hand like that.
All Italian women do that.
Yeah. And then my father was the disciplinarian. He was the one with the strap who'd take out and beat my ass.
My father hit me maybe twice. And the last time he hit me, I called the cops on him, and that was my end of relations with my father.
Wow,
he was terribly embarrassed, and he was letting me have it. And I walked out of the house, and I was fucking devastated that my old man. I said, "Who the fuck you hitting like that? You crazy?"
How old were you?
I was about 14. Now I'll give you another one. I'm 11 years old, and I'm crying outside. And the woman next door says, "Patsy, what's the matter? What are you crying for?" I said, "My mother, she wants to put my head in the oven." He goes, "That means that she loves you." I said, "Really? Let her put your fucking head in the oven and let her fucking love you." So she tells my mother, "He calling me folk. He calling me a folk." I said, "Fuck you. Put my head in the fucking oven. What is this here? What am I, a fucking roast?"
I mean, she loves you. Where the fuck does that come from?
Well, that's what the woman next door is saying.
I have an observation. Like, Pat starts getting serious, but he can't go too far with it, and then he hits you hard with a joke right away.
It's not a joke, it's facts. You know what pissed me off? Nobody believes it.
Right.
Nobody fucking
I thought we were going to hear more about your father. Next thing you know, you're swinging hard with a fine line.
Yeah, my mother tried beating me once with the strap, and it hit the tip of my
penis.
My penis. It hit the very tip. She hit because I was hiding in the bunk bed trying to keep her from getting a good swing on me, but she sidearmed me, She sidearmed, and it hit the tip, and I must have screamed.
Sure.
And she threw that strap down and was crying, and I'm so sorry. Never tried to hit me again after that. It was over.
My mother say, "I'm going to go tomorrow. We're going to do this again."
Oh, God.
But, that years ago they said that's raising your family. But today you do that today to hit and I don't like that.
How do you discipline your kids then?
Very simple.
Because they know you're not going to get beat.
You stand up. No, my opinion, Mo.
Yeah, I don't know.
You
I don't know the answer.
Up to them. You stand up. They says, "You're going to do what?" Now, you know how you do it? You say, "Here, you want the drugs? Would you like some drugs?" They look at you. I'll buy them. We'll sit at a table, me, you, your sister, and your mother, and we'll all get high together. And they go out, "Yeah, I will buy the drugs." They go, Daddy, you what? Then they say, listen to this. They say, "What kind of drugs you going to buy?" Look at this. I said, "I'm going to buy oregano." And you shove it up your nose, and you hear Malavemina for 2 hours. And they look at you, and they go, "Pop, you're kidding me." Remember that. And don't hang out with gangs, and don't be a rat, and don't say anything about anybody. My mother had the Venetian blinds. My father had the shingles. We never told nobody. Quiet. Don't be a fucking rat. Gonna have people come up. "You know what Mary said to me at school today?" But I don't want to hear. I want to hear. Okay? My daughter's a special ed school teacher. I got 2 grandkids. And I said, "Go, shh. Hiya, Pop." They go, why are you doing that? Shh. I want you to understand. You are now going to a higher school. You're going to start to hear things, and that what you don't understand, don't ask them. Ask your papa. Papa knows. Shh. That's it. And they'll ask me, and I'll tell them, this is reality. And I tell my son-in-law and I tell my daughter, you got to give them a little reality. I'm a street guy. I grew up on the streets. I said, these kids ain't got that privilege. So you got to tell them when they say, what does that mean? Tell them, because they are going to be alert. Because my son-in-law's a nice kid. Well, I don't got... You dip it in? You like to dip it in? Huh? You like to fucking dip it in? Huh? They're human. They want to be dipped in. Do you mind your fucking business? They want to dip it in. You got to tell them. Why do we need protection? Because a guy may have a clodhopper on the head of his cock. That's why. You need protection. I said, it's like a grasshopper, but it only has one leg. You understand?
I don't know how this happened, but Craig from Scranton says, guys, Pat is scaring the shit out of me. I'll never smoke pot again.
That's solving the drug problem.
Holy crap.
Because you make them interested when you do something like that. If he goes, I don't want you to smoke pot, you don't smoke it. You just go, come on. You know, that. It's like we're giving him a cookie behind their mother's back. That's the cookie they want, and they love you, Freddy. He goes, don't tell your mother I'm going to give it a cookie.
Well, because they expect you to go, don't smoke the pot and yelling and screaming, right?
I say, I'm going to go with you. Oh, we're going to go all the way up on top. Oh, we're going to fly all the way. I said, oh, yeah. I says, then they laugh and they look, and I tell them, if I catch you, I says, I will kill my grandkids. You understand? While you're sleeping, I will strangle the both of you. And my daughter goes, hey, Dad, you're making them scared. Shh, don't you stop.
Yeah, don't ruin it.
But they love me because I think about them all the time, and I call them and I tell them what I think about them, how I miss them. I want to fight them and hug them, and I tell them how lucky that they can come somewhere after school and have someone say that to them.
Right.
And they look. So that's, as cruel as people think I am, I got a heart. I feel for people. I really do, and I think it's important.
What country did they move to?
My children. I'm not easy because I'm very dramatic.
Yes.
You understand? When I say, excuse me, everybody, I have to communicate with nature. I don't say I have to take a shit. I got to communicate with nature. And they go,
when nature calls.
No. You do your shit. I do my shit. Don't tell me when nature calls. I just say I'm going to communicate. And I go. And I don't say that in front of the kids. I take a dump. And they laugh. They go, gee, that seems to be. And they tell their teacher, my father communicates with nature. Yeah.
Jimmy, I bet you he has perfect dumps.
I'm sure he does. They're probably Pat gets very serious about very odd things, which I like. Yeah. My father, God bless him, he flushed 3 times every time he shit. It never smelled. Pat's just...
He remembers those tender moments.
Right, that's a tender moment for Pat.
Drugs and shit. Those things he gets the quietest and sweetest about.
Tender, sweet moments.
I went on a ship, believe it or not, a couple of months ago. Yeah. About a month and a half ago, I went to Spain. And the name of the ship was the Whisperer, the Silver Whisperer. So, when you go to a foreign country, you're not in America. People forget that. Now, I don't know. I got to get euro. That's their money.
Sure.
So I see a casino. I go in the casino, and I say, excuse me, I need $1,000 worth of euro. And he gives me back $600. I said, I didn't make a fucking bet yet. You're taking $400 fucking dollars of my money? He says, yeah. I said, excuse me, are there any Jews here? He said, beg your pardon? Are there any fucking Jews here? What do you want Jews here? You know why they're not here? Because you can't fuck a Jew with the money. I said, I'm a fucking apostate, you cockknocker, and you're taking $400 fucking dollars? He goes, but that is the law. What you starting with me? I said, that's what I'm starting. The fuck, you crazy? I come to Europe now. We go from Barcelona. We're going to go now to Valencia. There's an island. Valencia up the mountain. Right. So we land at Valencia. I'm sitting next to an old lady. She's going, oh, I never Mr. Cooper. Have you ever been to Valencia? I said, no. I said, she goes, well, we're leaving tonight and then we're going to go to Isma. I says, no, we're not. She goes, what do you mean? I said, no, that's what they're bullshitting you. I said, so we're going around the back of Valencia. They're going to tell you it's another fucking island. She says, why? I said, because why the fuck should they go to 4 islands when they all look the same? They got a fucking mountain. They got a couple of ships. What the fuck you want? Don't you think she tells the captain? I don't know.
A knock on the door.
Yeah, yes, Mr. Cooper, the captain would like to see you. I said, oh, an Italian guy. And I go to see him in his office. And he looks at me with a smile. He says, He says, Mr. Cooper, you're telling people only going to one island. It's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke. He said, well, that woman thinks we're going to Valencia for 4 times. It's a joke. I said, we're going to land in Monaco. He said, but you know, she's an 80-some-odd year old. She said, I'm not getting my money, so I'm just cause a fucking riot. Now, never worked the ships many years ago. I turn around, the ship leaves an hour late. In my comedic mind, and we pull out. Ladies and gentlemen, Pat Cooper, I want to apologize, ladies and gentlemen. We left an hour late. We had a flat. And by the way, we're lost! The captain wants to see you. I go up there where the fuck the captain sits. He goes, why are you telling people we are lost? I said, do me a fucking favor. I said, drive the fucking ship. I'll do the comedy. I thought he was kidding me. He says, you'll leave the ship tomorrow. And they landed in Puerto Rico and trim it the fuck off.
Are you serious?
He said, we don't drive the ship. We sail the ship. Sail, drive. Who the fuck cares? Let's get the fucking... And, you know, it don't mean... That's what I'm trying to say. When you're funny and the audience loves you, he don't like you, off the fucking ship. So there's your answer.
Maybe no one was sleeping on the ship and they needed a good night's sleep.
Oh, that's great. That old lady probably thought she had the make on the captain. Hey, I know what you're doing. You're going around the same island. There's a guy out there.
But I said, but this woman, you know, what do I know? They're all frightened at 80, 85. And she tells the captain, you're not kidding me. We're going to the same island all around in a circle. What a great gag. Of course, so now she started to tell everybody else.
Of course she did.
That's a really funny line.
My lady friend said to me, you know, she said, Pat, I mean, they don't understand your flow. I said, I didn't even tell the captain. She goes, well, then everybody's got a sense of fucking humor.
Right.
She goes, now when we went to IB's and then we went to Corsica, and she says, you know, Mr. Cooper, I got to, they all really look the same. And I go, they are.
Hey, Bill from Waterford writes, not only will I never do illegal drugs because of Pat Cooper, I won't even take over-the-counter drugs. I'll learn to live with my depression. Scared a lot of people with that drug thing, Pat.
Well, that's a big subject today, you know, and I don't know. I don't need, you know, if I ever took drugs, forget about it. They have to carry me out of here.
Yeah. We wouldn't want to see you on drugs.
I'm happy where I came from, and this is it. And again, it's all 78.
Right.
It's over. Where the fuck
treated you well your whole life?
Yeah.
Yeah, your attitude, the way you carry yourself. Sure.
What else you going to do?
You're fine.
But come in here and respect people, and I kid you, I said,
this is respect?
Year.
Holy
Took
shit.
me a fucking year to put me back on the
a year
show.
to put him back on.
Yeah, because we...
Remember when Stranahan walked in here?
Yeah, you were here
and
for
I
that.
said to him, I said, I know
is
I
that
took
good?
you there. I said, but the fucking show's over.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and what the fuck I was talking about, because we had a great show that day.
Absolutely.
And he went like this.
You just brought back a memory. Yeah, Pat left the studio.
damn,
And we had Michael Strahan
and Ian Smith, yeah.
And they're nice
did
guys,
you nail him, though?
Yeah. We have a tough time communicating with you because we have tried to get you on the show since.
Really?
Yeah, people like, it was Ben when Ben was still working for the show, and it's like, Pat doesn't understand. I'm on the phone with him. He can't hear me.
Maybe you should have had that. You should have had that oregano speech
I
with
heard the
Ben.
other gentleman.
Campos?
Campos. I called him, but you see,
Where's Roland?
you know.
Here's Roland.
What happens if I'm not sure? I tell my girlfriend, you know, and she says this was said.
There's
And
Roland.
sometimes when they're on a cell, calling me on my cell.
You can't hear. We really did have a tough time, communicating with you on the phone.
This is Roland, and
How
let me
did
tell
you
you.
get me, Roland? Then I call you right back.
You call me right back.
He's great on mic, Roland. He's great. He's the consummate professional.
Yeah.
Very talented on the microphone.
Matter of fact, why don't we do this? What do you know about Pat Cooper? Give him props right now, live on the show.
He is a brilliant comic.
Are you from Crikey?
He eats 3 a day.
That's all you got?
That's wonderful. Campos, that's wonderful. You see, at least you're speaking English. You know, when I heard you on my tape recorder, you know, I had to really lower it because you're speaking very fast, but that's nice. I said, gee, the guy can understand him. Then the girl said, where are you going to go? I said, what the fuck do I know? But when I left you the message and then you called, because as soon as I got the message, I called right back. I didn't
All right, we would love to have you back, man.
Well, I'm glad to be here. I love to be here. What's the matter
Roland,
with
so you are able to communicate with him, so get him back on the show soon.
Okay.
Are you Greek, Roland?
Huh?
No, I'm Mexican.
Well, don't say it. Be proud.
I'm Mexican, yeah.
That's proud.
But now he's a man in show business.
Yeah.
And he's happy, he's content. And in a couple of years, he'll be sitting there.
No. Trust me, we've tried.
No.
There'd be a lot of dead air.
You know what happens? He becomes a character of radio, and they love him.
Oh no,
Well,
he's
he is definitely a character of radio.
He knows how to sing Elvis and other. He's been gold, man. So
we love him.
All right, we're gonna end the show. What is Pat Cooper promoting there, Roland?
Friar Club on Friday?
Friars Club.
The Friar Club. He didn't even pluralize it.
Friar Club.
Friar Club.
Friar Club.
I'll
What is
give you
that?
November 10th, the John Hom Stadium in Englewood, New Jersey. But, I didn't come here for that. I come here to bust your
it's all
balls.
good. It's all
Come
good.
in, bust balls.
Do you have a
talk
website,
about Friday,
Pat?
the big roast.
PatCooper.com. He does.
Do you really have a website?
Yeah.
PatCooper.com?
My son-in-law, I still got the dial phone. I don't know from the show.
So someone else is doing
My
that for you?
son-in-law, he's good at that. He gets...
And all your tour dates are up on PatCooper.com?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's all you need to know. Yep. All right, we're going to end the show because
Well, this is what I got. I think you got me on my son-in-law. I think you left the number. Then I called him, and then we got...
And then you communicated. Okay. All right, we're not doing line of the
Then
day
I
today.
kidded him yesterday. I said, I don't do the fucking show. I took a fucking year. I said, Mr. Cooper, you are very funny, man. I don't give a fuck about it. I'm funny. I don't fuck. What time do you want me? It goes 9:30. Me, schmuck, I came here, put on 11. It's 111. So I passed this building. I go, gee, this building looks familiar. But maybe it moved. So I'm looking for 11. There's 9. A big fucking 9 in that building. I go, this 11. The guy goes, what are you, blind? It's a big fucking 9. So I said, it must be 111. I turned around. I came here. Anyway.
The great Pat Cooper.
Yes.
We love when you come by.
Absolutely.
It's been way too long.
Pleasure to have you in.
It's a
Definitely.
pleasure to be here. Anytime.
Thanks, Pat.
All right.
I like it. It gives me... Now, see, this is therapy.
Is it really?
You see. Now, and I'm going to say something. And I say it on the stage. But, the desperation of the tube. And they had a guy, if you remember Beyond, they had a show called Beyond, like when Dr. Phil was getting hot and all that. And people want to,
Oh, right. Talk to their dead relatives and
So
stuff.
the guy says to this guy, he says, I'd like to talk to my father. You know what the guy said to him? Your father don't want to talk to you. I looked at my girl, I said, fucking sick. And I say that on the stage, he gets a fucking scream. I says, look how fucking sick we are. What the fuck, you can't... I got trouble talking to the live people. What the fuck am I to talk to the dead? But this is how scared. Now we got a woman come on. She's a psych. She goes around and she smells this, she smells that. Who the fuck cares? Why don't you let us live? We don't want to know about tomorrow. We're trying to live to fucking today. Oh, hey, what are you going to eat next Thursday? Your cock. What am I going to eat? I don't know what I'm going to eat tomorrow, you stupid fuck. My father would say to me, I say, where are we going to go next? We're not going nowhere. We may die in 30 seconds. Will you please dip the fucking bread into sauce and shut up? That was where it was, right in the box. We lived in a box. That was it.
You didn't have to worry, right?
We're talking
You
about
just lived
next.
your life.
Maybe she'll run next 2012. She's lucky if she got the runs. Forget about running. She's not yet. I mean, who can talk 12 years from now? I mean, it's so bullshit.
Making plans 12 years. Get out of here.
I love when they say, well, I can't run right now, but I think maybe in 8 years. Fuck you. You may be dead in 8 years, you sick fuck. I mean, live from day to day. Let the kids out there say, Jesus, what's our hurry? Where the fuck we going? Now we're going to go to California in 33 minutes. Why? Because I'm in a hurry to get there. Fuck you in California. I ain't going. So you put you on a chute, up in the air, over the fucking earth, and you land. Now we're going to get pissed off. Gee, I wish I could do it in 12 minutes. We're never fucking satisfied. Never satisfied.
Hey, Pat, you're getting major props on instant
That's
feedback.
true.
And this guy says it all. Spidey from Whackbag. Great radio guys. Pat has been a great guest. Thank you. And then Billy S. This is one I want to read as well. Rockland County. I've downloaded one show from you guys over the years. This will be number 2.
Who's the number one?
I
was probably last year when you were on.
I would assume it was probably
So
the last
1 and
time.
2.
This guy's only downloaded 2 of our shows, and
You're a number 1 and a number 2.
probably. Our shows are on Audible.
Get emotional. I get emotional.
Our shows are on Audible.com. We don't
Well,
really.
you know
We
something.
don't promote
You know
that,
something. That's a compliment.
That's a great compliment.
Because I come here. I don't come here to work. I come here to talk.
To hang. That's what we do.
No, but it's not. You come
We try to
in
have that atmosphere.
And
We
you
try
let
to-
me go because a lot of guys or girls will say and try to interrupt, and I say, don't fuck my flow. Because if you fuck my flow, we're going to blow the story. And then I get this sometimes. Geez, you're a great guest. But you do it all the time. It's in my fucking sleep I do it, okay? What is the fucking trouble? Do you sleep well? My oath to God. I'd close my... Go to bed. As I'm walking, I'm sleeping. I hit the fucking thing, and that's it. And I normal. I go to bed 10 o'clock sometime, 9:30, 10. Get up at 7 in the morning, make my breakfast with my grade, get a cup of coffee. That's
Take your dump. Don't
Guy
forget the dump.
sleeps well and takes nice dumps.
Nice solid
What a
logs.
life he's living.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
I would love that.
Reagan said it to me last night. She says, you're 78 years old. She said, I said, well, I didn't go partying and drugging. I went up to, my dish of macaroni. It was Sunday and Wednesday. Nice, I dipped, nice, I had a milk piece of steak. Nice to get the girl. And when you're young, you dip it in a little bit. Oh, that was it, and you went away. You didn't try to strangle yourself, They say, is that all there is? Yeah, baby, yeah, that's all there is. So that's all bullshit. And the guy, I want my 4 broads. I want my 9 broads. I said, give me a fucking break. I've been with such hot fucking broads. I says, as I walk in the room, I came. Who you bullshitting? Who you bullshitting? All these guys, fuck that. You're full of shit. Then I go to see in the pee-pee house, and the guy's this fucking small. I said, you're a mushroom. What the fuck you talking about? I say, you see me? And I'm going to tell you something I don't tell nobody. At low